welcome to our next game. This one is Marriage, the Multiverse, and Everything, DM'd by our awesome guest, Treavor Bettis, who you may know from Champions of Lore and Champions of Psychology and many, many podcasts that I'm not going to try to list off. I'll let him do it later. I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga. I am playing Cecilia today, who's definitely not a warlock. Really quick, I'm going to tell you about some giveaways and our sponsor. So our sponsor has the first giveaway, which is a gold chest code from Idle Champions. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure. That includes Farida, Havlar, and Mahen from the Brimstone Angels saga.
Recording in progress.
Sorry.
And we have recording in progress also happening.
Somebody made that request.
Sponsor.
I didn't know it even said that.
You gotta warn people.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you, anonymous voice.
The game is available for Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and all Android devices. If you type in the command at the bottom of the screen, it will give you the chess code for this game, which is Manager's Room. And you can use that to get a cool gold chess code. Yay!
Nice.
All right, we've also got 2 giveaways going on. The first one is for this show only, silver lycanthropy dice set from Norse Foundry. They make awesome dice, aluminum dice. If you type in the command gimme, you'll be entered to win that dice set. You
That's
can also
G-I-M-M-E.
That's a good point. That could be spelled different ways. They also have a discount code for you. If you type in Dungeon Scrawlers, you will get 10% off your order from Norse Foundry. We also have a giveaway going on all day from Phoenix Dice. That one, the command is enter. You will be entered to win a dice portfolio with 5 dice sets of your choice. That's a lot. They're gorgeous dice. We are giving away one of those. If we can get our the Dungeon Scrawlers team's personal goals met that we've set for Extra Life, we will give away a second one if we can meet 3 people's goals. If everybody meets their goals, we will give away a third one plus a private one-shot for you and a friend. And they also have a discount code going on. That one is Extra Life. That is for 10% off. And all purchases that you make, they will donate 20% of those back to Extra Life, to our Extra Life campaign. And they have a Christmas sale going on that gets you lots of goodies for free, depending on how much you order. So also check them out at phoenixdice.com. Okay, I think that's everything. So Treavor, why don't you introduce and then pass it around to everybody?
Okay. Hi, hello, I'm Treavor Bettis. I'm the community manager for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which you may have heard about just a little bit ago. I am the host of way too many podcasts, like Erin said, which you can find on my Twitter account, @TheTrevor. There is an A hiding in there. And that's all the time that I'm going to take up because there are way more fantastic people in this call than me. And I'm going to call on one of them to go now. It's going to be Jeremy. Go.
Okay, hello, I'm Jeremy Cobb. Along with Jasper, we are 2/3 of the podcast 3 Black Halflings, Hello, which is a show that promotes and discusses diversity in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in the world of nerddom at large. We also do actual play. We give player tips, DM tips, etc., etc., etc. Go check us out. You can find us wherever pods are cast and on pretty much all social medias under @TBHalflings. And if you want to follow me specifically, I am @JeremyCobb1.
Which is a recent development that I just learned about.
It's actually not as recent as you think. I've had that account for over 10 years.
Jeez.
I've just never tweeted from it until last month.
Or put a picture on it or anything. You've just been lurking in the background.
Every time a new social media comes out, he's just like, I'm just going to plant my flag here. Maybe I'll come back to it later.
Yeah. Gets that good URL and then
I've had OnlyFans for like 15 years. Never used it.
Jasper, you go next.
Hey, I am just William Cartwright. I am another third of 3 Black Halflings, and do you know what? Jeremy did a pretty good intro for the podcast and took the heat away from me, so that I don't have to do that again, which is nice. But if you want to follow me, you can at JW_Cartwright, where I get lots of shenanigans and talk about a mixture of D&D and football. I'll pass it on to someone else.
St. James, go.
Kyle St. James here. I'm with Treavor on our podcast, The Other Side of Suspicion, where we tackle spooky things and try to prove if they're real or not. Fun fact, most of them aren't. And yeah, so I do that. I will be playing the world famous Uthal the Disfigured. I'm sure everyone's heard of him over the years. It's been about 20 years since I've created him, and he's just all over D&D. It's wild. It's crazy. Who's next?
Lauren, who are you?
I don't know how I'm going to follow any of that. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which we've talked about a lot. It's kind of awesome. And you can find me on Twitter as OboLauren. I do all sorts of streams and blogs and content, and I play this character a lot, but I love her, and so I'm happy to play her here.
Rhiannon.
Hey, Rhiannon Held. It's very different. We're Dungeon Scrawlers of the author stream, and so I'm used to being like, well, I write this and I write that. I'm like, hey, different other people doing that stuff. I write urban fantasy as Rhiannon Held, and space opera as RZ Held. My other claim to fame is that I am a professional archaeologist for my day job. So specifically for Extra Life, in my incentives, I have a couple of critiques for short stories or beginnings of novels, and I also have one or two left. A world building session. So if you want to have an archaeologist help you figure out your sort of culture and history for your fictional world, that is available for a donation to Extra Life.
And now the people that have talked a lot already for the last few hours. yeah, you go first. Aaron already talked.
I'm Yang Wang. I am a writer and a filmmaker. I play with Rhiannon and Aaron. I almost called you Cecilia on Dungeon Scrawlers. This channel right here. I am playing Stong MacGuck, the barrel-chested, barrel-wearing, very hairy heir of the Bear Tribe.
I had not heard that last part of the title before. Sorry, you caught me a little off guard.
I already introduced myself, but I'll do it again. Yeah.
Do it again.
I'm Aaron M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga and a content designer for Idle Champions. I play Cecilia, who's a half-elf and definitely not a warlock.
Absolutely not. Not a chance. Absolutely not a warlock.
Oh, Trevor, I forgot to ask you one quick thing.
What?
So I had as an incentive that because this is a continuation of the previous game.
It is.
That we played, that Jeremy and St. James and Jasper and I played the hotel at the end of the multiverse where David, Cecilia's Faye, biffed it real bad.
Biffed it so bad.
So Trevor told me I could, for a donation, give David a crit. But I forgot to put a limit on it, and I sold 2 crits.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
If I can have one crit,
that's smart.
That I could give to someone else. Because David doesn't need to get too big ahead here.
Like, I can use a crit.
No. Okay, you can give that crit to anyone but Uthal.
We have a paladin? Anybody a paladin in the house?
You make your own crits, man. So.
Yeah, that's true. St. James is the crits that we made along the way. Yeah, are y'all ready to play some D&D?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Take us away, Trevor.
Marriage, the multiverse, and everything. The 3 things really all you need. I thought about giving a quick overview of what happened last time, but I think it would be way more fun if I don't, and y'all just see the weird stuff that's about to happen. Also, it would take way too much time for me to explain that because I just go on tangent after tangent. So we're just going to kick this thing off, and the way we're going to do that is the first thing that all of your characters see is bright flash of light. Just blinding white light. You may have been in the middle of something. You may have been talking to someone. You may have been in the middle of combat. You may have been sleeping, probably Uthal. But now all you see is this blinding bright light. I tried to combine those words together. I'm making new words today.
Nice.
And when your vision starts to come back to you, starts to focus again, you see that you are standing in a vast desert plain. And there are suddenly people around you. And 3 of you at least know each other. You might have been in the same place together. Cecilia, Stong. Is Stong? Did I say it? Stong?
Stong, yes.
Stong. I don't know why I've always seen that word in my head. I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a very small word.
It's like sting, but not.
And Artemisia, you're all standing next to each other. And then to y'all's right, there is Uthal, who Cecilia recognizes. And to the right of Uthal, there is Valnar and Vandalin, who are familiar to a few people here. And then on their right is Orkira. And so y'all maybe don't really know each other that well. There's a few through threads here.
So
But-
do those of us who were pulled into the hotel before remember each other?
Yes.
Or okay,
Y'all remember all of
Oh.
that.
Again.
So
Really?
we're-
check the antimatter dot.
do you guys
This is some
send me
sort
to
of-
save another little girl? Is that why you guys summon me again?
I hope not. That was a whole thing that happened last time. Where's the
Because I
where's the
still have my
elevator?
disguise kit ready.
Oh, oh yes.
Yeah, Orkira, I want to hear what Orkira has to say since she's the only one that doesn't recognize anyone.
Well, Orkira does recognize two people because she applied for a job
that's
a while
right.
Oh,
ago.
that's right.
That's right.
At the moment, she's looking very sad, and she goes, "Well, I was in the middle of lunch. Oh, hi, Artemisia and Stong, right?
Oh, hey there.
Hi. Did I get the job? Is that why I'm here?
When you ask that, you hear all of you hear a voice behind you go, "That's more than I asked you to bring." And when you all turn around, you see a very odd sight. First, three things aren't that odd. There are three people standing about 15 feet away from you. One of them is for the four people who were here before, Mr. Fox, the manager of the hotel. He's very well dressed. The description I gave on the podcast is he looks like Richard Pryor. So that's just the explanation I give of his description. And next to him is the little girl that you all saved, Zenitha. And then next to them is a tall, very thin man with a long white beard, long white hair, and just kind of like, it doesn't look quite like he's wearing gray robes. He looks like he's wearing gray cloth in the shape of a robe. And he's kind of swaying a little bit. And he's got like one eyebrow raised up a little bit. And after Mr. Fox said, "That's more than I asked you to bring," he goes, "Listen, I did my best and the Dragonborn seemed really cool. So, brought her too."
Huh.
Am I the only one who
Oh.
feels as though that guy is sort of stealing my thing?
Yeah.
So I should
Definitely
mention that
doing your thing.
I should mention that next to them, just in the middle of this desert plain, bright sunny sky, is just a door, a very well ornate made door, just standing next to them. No door frame or anything.
Ah, good. The door thing. I can't wait for this to happen.
Yeah, that really
this one.
worked out
Keeps on
well
opening it.
before.
I feel very out of the loop right now.
Oh, okay.
Should I
so
know
do
what's going? Hi. Yeah. Is this a thing? Did I miss something? Hi.
It's not a good thing. I don't
Yeah,
think.
but weird
Is
chain
this some sort
happening
of
here.
anonymous meeting?
Nothing bad happened from opening a door.
So, Stong, Artemisia, a thing happened, and it didn't seem important to explain, but I got sucked into this extraplanar place, and I met these guys, and we
Hi.
saved a little girl. This is Uthal and
The
Vandalin
little girl
and
waves when you say
Valnar.
that.
That's the little girl.
It is,
Hello,
or at
little
least it
girl.
appears to be.
This
hi, little
is
girl.
my sister, Artemisia. And this is my best friend and also the bard I represent, Stong.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Oh.
everyone.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
And you guys know the Dragonborn?
Well, she applied to be our business manager. We hired Simeon. I told you this. I don't think you were
I
listening.
didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm that's not my part of I don't do the money.
We offered you a.
I said the jar in the hallway was fine, and I stand by that.
Well, I don't care about any of this. What are those people doing over there?
Let's
Mr.
find
Fox waves is like, "Yeah, I should probably explain. So I originally asked, and he gestures to the four that was here before. I asked Driftwood here to bring you here, and apparently he decided to bring more. And Driftwood just goes, "Look, she was with her friends, and like they seemed like they were having a good time, so I didn't want to break that up. And again, Dragonborn was cool, so I brought the Dragonborn."
I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but do I know you?
No, just saw you in the space thing.
I would ask you to be more specific, but I feel like that would be useless. Okay.
If I was more specific, I'd confuse myself.
Why?
Honestly, Okira, I don't think it gets any more specific than that. We've kind of done this before. It's it only gets more crazy from here on in.
And as you say that, Driftwood goes, "Oh, wait, hang on a second." And he takes out of the folds of his cloak a tuning fork, and he hits it on the door frame, or not door frame, just the door, and he listens to it real quick, and he goes, yeah, we should probably speed this up. Things are getting bad in there.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, well, let me just first tell everyone my title so they all know who I am, and then we can get going real quick.
Oh God. Okay.
Just really fast.
Well, I feel like we've been through this before.
Well,
but-
they haven't. They don't know me. I feel like they should know a little bit about me.
Okay, we should all do titles then. Let's
do our
titles.
titles. I'll start. So anyways, just so you guys know who I am, my name is Uthal, the Disfigured of Vialaga, Goliath of the Shadows, Flayer of the Mind Flayers, the Poison Death Dancer, Breaker of the Ice, Bringer of the Cities, the Lost Frost Giant, Lethal Snack of the Kraken, the Savior of the Ordning, Slayer of Dragons, the Time Starter, Tamer of Nightmares, Fright of the Demons, and the Owner of Taverns, and also the Savior of the Manager.
The manager is me right now. Just
I feel like I should clap after all of that. Wow.
I kind of stopped
For a
paying
small
attention.
donation,
after the
you
first
can get a
word.
recording of St. James saying that. I'm just going to point that out.
And fun
Can I-
fact, if
can
you
I-
donate multiple times, I will send you multiple voice messages.
Can I have been using prestidigitation to like emit a frequency that is exactly the opposite of everything that he was just saying, so that it makes everything after like Uthal the Disfigured, I just completely turned into what about the rest of you? Because he's going to be doing that for a while.
Well, Kira's still watching him because I can read lips, so she's like, wow, that's a lot. Okay, sure.
okay. So does everybody else want to do introductions real quick?
Or Kira. I'm Cecilia.
Hi.
I am a witch of Rashomon, and I'm going to make very significant eye contact with you two. Witch of Rashomon.
Yeah, which.
Thank you.
So okay. I mean, I don't know what Rashomon is. Which Rashomon?
You've never been there. That's
There are conflicting reports about exactly what happens in Rashomon.
That's what she relies
so
on.
mad I missed that.
It's usually better just to trust everything she says and not question it at all.
Okay, I can go on board with that. That's fine.
I mean, I guess I'll try. I trust the two of you, so I guess I'll trust the rest of you, especially if you know what's going on behind the door. I have a bad feeling we're gonna go through the door and there's gonna be bad things. Bad
Lunch?
Yes, that's kind of how it works.
Lunch would be nice. I was in the middle of a really nice potato salad, and then now I'm here.
We'll get you back to potato salad.
Driftwood snaps his fingers, and your potato salad shows up in your hands.
Hey, thank you.
It's fine. I meant to bring that before, but not great space.
I was in the middle of checkers. If you could bring that through as well.
Checkers sucks.
Valnar immediately takes out his great sword and lights it aflame.
The manager, Mr. Foxhuffer, is like, okay, real quick before we start fighting here. Again, hey, we meant to bring the four of you. There's more of you now. That's cool. That's great. I hope you're able to help. And he looks at the four that were here before you. Hey, so remember last time I talked about my wife, Mrs. Fox?
Oh yeah, she makes the best cookies.
Yeah, well, I'm out here and she's in there, and that's a problem.
We got to save her.
She
Let's get
kicked
her.
me out of my hotel.
Oh,
What did you do?
Okay, I didn't do it. I was just relaxing in my office, and then she barged in, and then I was out here, and she was in there, and everything's going terrible in there.
So you wish for us to kill her?
No. Kill things on the way there. That's fine. Y'all did a bang up job of that last time, but do not talk her into leaving the hotel. Do not fight her. She is a very ancient and powerful being. She will mess you up.
Don't worry, I've talked to her before. She loves me. I love her cooking. I'll just make her some cookies or have her make me some cookies.
She's a little peeved. She's a little peeved, if I'm being honest.
But she
What
loves
did you
me.
do?
I was her boy.
Again, I didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on. She was very angry. She showed up, and then I'm not in there anymore, and that's bad because if I'm not in there, then it starts breaking down. Everything goes wrong, and then this universe collapse.
DM, can I roll an insight check, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
I don't know why I said that in my character voice, but Ooh, that's a 26, my dude. Tell me your secrets.
Oh yeah, no. This dude is being very honest, and he is very panicked. he is very underselling the panic happening within.
This man is a calm pond, and beneath lies a broiling ocean. We should head through the door, I think, and sort this out.
Okay. I mean, okay. Just so you guys know, the ones that haven't gone through this before, we basically can't go home until they say so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
It's a bit like kidnapping.
It's exactly like kidnapping.
It's
Let's be
100%
clear.
Servitude.
Yeah, I mean, it might be kidnapping for a good cause, but it's still 100% kidnapping.
Listen, I don't feel great about it either, but again, universe collapsing problem.
Hey,
It just feels
look,
like this
Mr. Manager.
conversation. is what
Yes,
I'd say.
I'd say it's sort of a three-strike situation. This is strike two. One more time. One more time. Interrupt my check, because one more time. We
I've
might have a
always
problem.
thought kidnapping was sort of a three-strike situation.
Yes, yes.
First we
Kidnapping
worry.
You know?
Third one.
I think it's a one-strike situation, especially when like you can just ask. Just
Okay,
ask,
let's all kill the manager then. Is that what
Let's
we're all
go.
agreeing?
Let's do it.
Stall gods and swords.
That's kill things in there, not out here.
Wait,
Okay,
guys,
we want paying this
isn't this
time.
technically the third time? Because didn't they kidnap us for entertainment?
Well,
right!
no, that wasn't me.
That's
That
right.
wasn't me.
That is.
I feel like you're the manager of the establishment that did. And I'm
Listen.
still waiting for my fine spirits to be opened. I haven't heard anything about that. It's been at
Mr.
least
Fox looks
days.
you dead in the eyes, Uthal, and says, "If you take care of this, you can open a Fine Spirits in the hotel."
All right, guys, let's go.
I'll drink to
Will
that.
there be
Let's go.
Chex Mix?
Oh, I have some trail mix if you need.
That's exactly what I
Dang
was
it.
looking for.
There you
dang it.
go,
All right.
pal. I always have some for you.
I've eaten
now-
all of my lunch, but do you want some marshmallows?
Let's have a
Please.
picnic.
Mellow me up.
Drifter was just like, I did say the thing about the time, right? Essence, bad things happening.
You did, but you didn't give any specifics, and so we're having fun having some snacks.
Okay, so Mr. Fox says, okay, this is all I need you to do. Go in there. Probably gonna have to fight your way there. Again, doors are just bursting open, things are coming out. I will hopefully some of the staff will be able to help you through there.
Don't call
Mrs.
them
Fo-
make faces. It makes them mad.
Mrs. Fox will probably, and I can say probably 98% sure, will not try to harm you in any way. You are not her problem. So you could probably go talk to her. It's just getting to her that's going to be the problem.
So,
So-
It won't be a problem. We've got Uthal, so.
And I say 98% because I was 100% sure she wasn't going to try and take over the hotel yesterday, and now we're in today.
Here we are.
So
So you know her really well, right? So like, what are 3 things she really likes?
okay, this is not quite the marriage that you think it is. Yeah, that's not really, it also changes a lot, and I haven't actually seen her for like 300 years, so it's probably changed a little bit. So,
and she didn't say anything or do anything to indicate why she's suddenly pissed and kicked you out.
she said get out, and then I was out, and I didn't really have a lot of say in that one.
Is it possible that she wasn't pissed at you, but like protecting you?
Ooh.
That's a good point.
Plot
Yeah.
twist. Has anyone got a
I
chaise
hadn't
launch? I think we
thought
can
about
walk through
that,
this
but
marriage right
again, if I go in there, I'm worried she's just gonna go, wild and take me out. And if she takes me out again, hotel goes crunch, universe goes crunch.
Oh,
I need to be in there. If I'm not in there,
Right.
hotel goes crunch, universe goes crunch. So if you can go get her out, no crunch, just
Okay.
normal, not crunch.
How come there aren't any safeguards of your hotel? This is the second time it's almost fallen apart.
Listen, it's been a bad month, okay? Like, I'm really worried. Everything been fine for millennia, and now everything's bad. So if you could again,
And just to be clear, does she know that if you're not in the hotel, motel?
yes,
whatever-
which is why I'm more concerned about what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Probably a party.
I mean, before the
$500
universe.
extra life
we need to
donation from
hear-
Lollylagging. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So-
Uthal
so-
titles.
Yeah.
So will you
Okay.
keep gesturing to the door?
If nothing else, I really want to hear her side of this because I bet it's
Yeah.
juicy.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to sign this contract.
Best know
too.
if we find out something bad, Mr. Manager. We'll be back for you, okay? So you hang tight.
Cool. Yeah, as long as you go in.
Yes, we're going. It's far too warm here for me. Let's go.
I'm going to shake his hand, and inside my hand is a folded up contract for fine spirits. Be like, here you go, sir.
He doesn't even look at it. He goes, yeah, I already knew it was going to be there. Okay, so y'all are heading through the door.
As I pass by Mr. Fox, I will offer him a marshmallow from the bag and say, I have a lot of questions, but I get the sense I'm going to just have to ask them later.
He takes one and he's like, "Ooh, thank you." I wish I could answer more of them, but yeah, it's just it's the whole thing. I'm really sorry.
I do know sending, as long as I become familiar with you first.
Well, we just became familiar with him, so I think we'll have to do a lot of sendings and ask some questions.
It's also not going to work between the hotel and here, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, that's a later problem, and I will
Yeah.
follow them in.
So you go through you pull the handle of the door that does not have a frame, but when it opens, there is a place to go inside. Just this little window into another area. And I'm going to describe probably a lot of things in this session to y'all because doing the whole I'm explaining it to your characters and you don't know what it is takes up a lot of time, and we're on a time schedule. So you all walk through this doorway, and inside is a very large and magnificent lobby of a hotel. It has marble tile floor, marble tile that goes up columns to these high 30-foot tall ceilings. Very minimalist kind of style to it, with slim black couches and stuff like that on the opposite end of where you all are, which from where you are right now is probably about 50 feet. There is a nice obsidian desk that looks like a receptionist area. On either side of that, there are two staircases going up past where you can see. And the very strange thing is, though, there's sand everywhere. There's sand on top of the desk, on top of the couches. It looks like in some places the marble tile of the floor just turns slowly into sand. And even some of the columns there's pieces of tile missing, and behind it more sand.
I don't like sand.
It's rough.
and
It's coarse.
coarse and irritating.
And it gets everywhere.
Good night, everybody. We're done here. Bye. That's it.
I was in exactly the same place, Jeremy.
The fact that you two said it at the same time is perfection.
Yeah, I agree.
Endolin cracks his knuckles and says, "This is where the fun begins."
I'm impressed. I can actually hear the air quotes when you said that. Really nice.
High five, Sir Vandal and the Bronze, as they stride confidently forwards.
So when the last of you goes through, the door behind you closes, and you can now see that where that door was, there's this giant glass front to the building, and through it is space. And there is just swirling galaxies in the distance, and just colorful gases moving through the stars and whatnot.
This
You
is
guys
so
thought
cool.
my name wouldn't make any sense.
Hello? Is anybody in the hotel?
When you say that, you hear for you all just out of nowhere, but for you, the players, over a PA system. Oh, okay. So you're new here. I'm assuming my husband sent you.
Oh, you're Mrs. Fox.
Miss Fox,
Hi.
remember me? It's Uthal.
Hello there.
It's Uthal, you're waving. You hear she gets just closer to the mic. She goes, "Yes, hi Uthal. It's very nice to see you again. I hope you enjoyed the cookies."
I did. I miss you.
Your husband did send us, but he sent us in with a story that seems incomplete. And we just kind of were curious what's going on and if it's interesting.
Yeah, no, that sounds like him. That is something that he would do.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, he's like that. Well, if my sorry, you were going to say something?
Oh, I was simply going to say we would absolutely love to hear your side of the story.
And some cookies.
I'm a little busy right now, but if you come see me, I will talk to you because I'm still going to be doing this, but I can talk while I'm doing it. So, tell you what, I will light up some little signs and whatnot that point you towards me, but you got to get to me. I am busy right now, and I'm going to be focusing on this. So if you can get here, great. If not,
What are you doing? What are you busy with?
If I tried to explain that now without any context, it just wouldn't make any more sense than me just not telling you.
Right.
That sounded like her husband.
I understand how Mr. and Mrs. Fox, their relationship might fall apart. The vagaries in their communication are astounding.
DM, I have a bit of shenanigans.
Okay.
Love it.
Upon hearing that, we can't know yet. Tell me if this is possible. I have a spell, you see. It's called Legend Lore. I would like to, similar to, it's sort of in my mind palace. I'm riding through on my bronze steed across an entirely bronze countryside, cloak billowing, hat pinned to my afro, and I ride to a tall tower where I begin looking through the incredible troves of literature and records. And I would like to find everything out that I possibly can using the spell Legend Lore about what it is that is going on here.
Okay. Is there a role for Legend Lore, or is it just a thing?
No, it says name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named.
Okay.
Lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known.
Yeah, actually, no, you cast the spell and you suddenly recall every piece of legend that you've heard about someone named Mrs. Fox. And to your surprise, it's actually quite vast. You've heard of this person mentioned throughout eons of history that would just show up and would sometimes help people. But the thing that you note that you remember in certain places is that she made deals, specifically deals about souls.
Oh my! Deals in exchange for souls?
Yeah, because you're using Legend Lore, you know of one specific time that it was actually talked about where she did something helpful for someone trying to do something heroic, but in return, she got control of their soul. It was still connected to them, but she was in possession of it.
Yeah, it happened to one of my friends.
I would like to...
Two of your friends.
Two of my friends, actually. I took all the glory by killing the dragon.
I would like to relay this information to everyone in incredibly dramatic fashion, with numerous completely superfluous robes, flips, and ending it all with, and this knowledge has been bestowed upon you this day by none other than the legendary Bronze Wizard, Vandalin the Bronze. And then once again, I use prestidigitation to cause bronze to echo.
For the second time today, Orkira claps for one of these new people that she's met. That's really
Over
impressive.
the PA system, you just hear Mrs. Fox go, yeah, all right, cool.
I could have told you that. That happened to a couple of my friends already.
Valnar is kneeling and crying with his head bowed.
We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Yeah.
Do you have representation, Vandalin?
Hey,
No, actually, I'm afraid I'm undiscovered as of yet.
you already
She's the best
know
manager.
somebody doing the bronze thing. You don't need somebody else.
You don't let me manage your money.
Well, yeah, because you don't care and you put it in a jar in the hall.
It's safe in the jar in the hall.
Mrs. Fox then comes back
Can I roll to find this jar with all the money in it?
Mrs. Fox then comes back over the PA and says, again, yeah, gotta get back to the thing that I'm doing. I'll light up some signs for you to find your way here. Also, probably worth mentioning the security systems have gone off, and one of the security systems in the lobby is that the lobby is entangled with a purple worm's nest. Anywho, bye! And then you hear, "Ding!" And then the ground starts shaking.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is
Everyone
fun.
roll
My-
initiative.
He has fought one of these.
I need to pull up stats and roll a die.
Or
We got-
didn't even have a chance to get into Overwatch mode. I'm so upset.
Okay, that's a thing that happened.
Uh-oh.
So I will say for people watching at home or wherever the heck you are, I'm not your boss. I do run things a little bit differently, specifically with combat, even though there is only one enemy right now. Spoilers. I usually do only one spot for opponents, so it might be a little weird that everyone goes and then all the bad guys go. It's just, I find it goes quick. Also, I have random house rules that I do that I'll talk about as we go, but today I'm actually going to use B. Dave Walters. A critical always succeeds and a critical one always misses, so we're gonna have some fun with that. What is this thing's dex? Beautiful. Okay, Cecilia, what do you got?
18.
18. Strong.
18.
I still can't do it. Good lord, 18.
You'll get there.
Take out the
Artemisia?
honor.
6.
6. Vandalin.
An absolutely filthy 20.
Nice.
So dirty.
Valnar.
Spiffing 13.
Shiny and new.
Orkira.
A quite nice 14.
Ooh, and Uthal.
I rolled low, so I got a 17.
I rolled high and I got a 14. So hey, come on.
Okay, so Vandalin, you're gonna go first, and just as you do, in front of all of you, probably 30 feet away, out of the sand of this lobby floor comes this massive purple worm that just roars its way up into the air, sticking out of there and looking down at all of you with massive sharp teeth.
Well, crap.
My.
What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to, seeing this gigantic worm bursting out of the ground before me, sort of brush up my sleeves and say, this is no match for me. I slew the bitch king of Angmar. And step forward and cast, hold my staff aloft in the air and cast polymorph.
Of course you would. I was about to write down this thing's health, but let's see if it gets that far.
Make it a cow.
DC 18 wisdom saving throw.
DC 18?
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw. Why does this thing have a plus to wisdom?
Is it
This is a very wise
Seen
purple
some
worm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
I would like to transform this creature into into the bronze horse of my dreams, that I may ride upon it as my steed.
But if I remember correctly, polymorph lasts for an hour, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
This is gonna be so fine.
This purple worm suddenly, and it is a bronze horse in the air, and it kind of and it drops down onto the sand, and you can see that this thing is not bronze colored. It is bronze. It is bronze metal.
Oh,
Oh, I got all scared, but you were just summoning your steed. Oh, that was very nice. That was very nice. Yeah.
May I leap astride it and rear back dramatically?
Then all of a sudden you hear, "Beady." Yeah, you know, when we put that security system in back in the day, I remember it being a lot more imposing for people that showed up. But y'all, you know, I got a good feeling about you. I can't wait to talk to you. Okay, bye. Beady.
I don't think Mr. Fox has told her about us.
Okay, so I wrote down all those numbers for no reason.
This is the best combat ever.
Yes.
In
Oh, wait,
anticipation
I'm-
of the next combat, Artemisia wants to start her telekinesis, and she's using sorcery points to extend it. So
Okay.
basically, she's just like floating around
Oh, ooh, very cool.
until she needs
Nice.
another concentration spell.
I,
So,
I'm
and she's not high; she's like 6 inches off the floor. But
still impressive.
So
There we
very
go.
cool.
I'm actually just going to read this. I'm going to break the fourth wall for everybody watching at home. I literally wrote in this part, timing. Hopefully this doesn't go past 20 minutes. I don't expect it to, with all of you being level 13.
Did you think it would only take 20 seconds though?
You know? Okay, so yeah, there's a giant hole in the ground, a bronze horse, and y'all with 2 sets of stairs. However, just after, I'm assuming Vandalin immediately just gets on top of the horse, just I'm on a horse.
Wind, inexplicable wind, constantly billowing.
That's prestidigitation. You prestidigitate some wind on yourself. You can see that there suddenly is on the right staircase this little glowing yellow energy arrow that just kind of slowly shows up and is pointing up towards the stairs.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just start to keep an eye on everything because I don't know about you, but that was impressive. But I have a sense there's gonna be a lot more going on that we need to be prepared for. And so I'm going to cast on myself Owl's Wisdom from Enhanceability, which gives me advantage on wisdom checks, which also increases my passive by 5 for my passive perception. So DM, at the moment, my passive perception is a 35. I would like
Goodness.
I would like to. The only way that I can keep people safe is sometimes to see the danger before it arrives.
35?
I might have the observant feat in a lot of reasons. Kira is going to, at this point, fly about 10 feet off the ground and just be literally overwatch. He's going to be smelling and looking and hearing and trying to keep an eye for all the stuff that's going to go wrong.
Okay.
Before you
Trevor,
fly
this
up
whole
there,
thing may take 20 seconds, just so you know.
yeah.
Like, we're going to be out of here soon.
So before you fly up there, Kira, Stong would like to ask you, do you think true seeing would help you?
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah. High five.
High five.
And then you feel true seeing like pass through your arm, and then a tingle goes through your head and into your eyes, and now you have true sight.
Alindra's always talked about this before, but I've never tried this. I can
that's so
see the fourth wall.
Staring at us.
Do you see
when you see
Kira.
when you see the fourth wall, it goes, "Hi."
Told me about you. That's great. I'll look up true seeing, but yeah. Oh, that's going to be amazing.
So actually, we'll bring that in right now. When you all get halfway up these stairs, some of you walking, some of you riding, some of you floating.
I would like to say I have named my steed Corrosion Fax. And I am feeding it trail mix. Every
I have some trail mix. Can I feed it?
No, it's my friend.
Fine. Here's the bag.
Oh, you've had trail mix and you've been holding out on us?
Oh yes, here. You want some too?
Oh, thank you. Stong wants to throw some up into Kira's mouth, maybe?
I'm just gonna start chucking it.
And as I catch every time I do, I'm going to pull out a marshmallow from my bag and be like, "Oh, here you go."
It's important.
Yeah.
So
we
Mix
have
them
this
together.
extra-
We have a treat.
We were told this was going to take like 20 minutes, and we got the extra time. Yeah.
So
we can have a picnic.
You actually, as you're passing out the marshmallows and getting the trail mix and whatnot, your true sight does come into effect here. You see essentially like if you were watching a debug video game, and there's suddenly these 7 figures that rise up behind the walls and then come forward, and they pass through the walls. And no one's reacted yet, as 7 weird looking faceless beings are there, because then all of a sudden they manifest, and all of you now see 7 beings in silver suits with like bronze metal skin and no faces just kind of materialize near all of you.
Oh, they're the staff.
Oh, did this happen last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they work here.
Sort of. Yeah, they're cool.
They're
They could be more security, perhaps.
yeah, they're
The-
not helpful, but they're not gonna hurt you.
The lead staff member turns around and faces all of you again. Well, faces you, turns to you, has no face, and it says, "Hello, we are the staff. We will be escorting you through the next hallway and hopefully to the manager's office."
Thank you.
Sounds good. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You guys
So
got
this
any
is
of
Are
that
these the ones
elevator
we're not
music?
supposed to call something?
Don't call them egg faces.
I'm
yes.
sorry, what was that?
Nothing. I
Okay.
just told her you're really good at your jobs.
Well, thank you. We always do appreciate hearing feedback.
Well, if you guys want some feedback, about 100% of the time we've been here, it's been falling apart.
Yes, things have not been great.
Oh, Jesus, here we are.
Well, that's good to know. Can you tell us more details about that? Every time we try to get details, we're told that there's not enough time, but I feel like we suddenly gained a lot of time.
What details would you like?
All of them?
Opening all. There was a large explosion at the beginning of time.
Oh, no. Okay.
This explosion created more explosions that created more explosions that created more explosions. Then we came into being. Then there were more explosions.
Keep going.
Can we skip ahead to the part about why
Now.
you're tangled with purple worms and the manager can't come in?
And the sand. Why the sand?
The sand is from the purple worm layer that the lobby is entangled with. They both exist at the same point in time.
Why can't the manager come in the hotel?
Because
Was he
currently
sleeping around?
she's like, spill that tea, robot, spill it, spill it.
We'll go back and kill him. We will, honestly.
Actually the staff member, when you say that, it says, yes, I would be happy to explain. It was, I'm sorry, I no longer remember that.
Oh.
Oh, these staff are the worst.
Covering his tracks.
Mystery.
May I do an arcana check upon this individual to try and discover whether their memory has been modified by some sort of spell?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Here goes nothing. So that's a 29.
Yeah, you do not think that it is magical.
Huh.
It's not magical. It's probably dementia.
Well, last time we were here, when the manager was taken, they were losing their memory too. So I feel like that might have something to do with it.
Yes.
And also, they are
not here.
the worst staff I've ever had to deal with.
Truly.
Shall
Had
we
it been a
proceed
fine
into the next
spirits.
room?
Can you
Oh,
tell us
yes.
what's in the next room?
The next hallway is busy.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is going to be all the answers
I
we
want
get.
to go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis and recall
Yeah.
the spell slot and summon my pack blade. Just in
Nice.
case.
Yeah, Valnar's going to take out the samurai sword and just whispers, "Winter is coming," and then the sword erupts in blue flames.
Stong just wants to
Blue
open the door.
flames!
I'm going to pull out both my rapiers and just like look at you guys, make all your like catchphrases, and I'm just like,
Waiting for your catchphrase. Uthal, what's the catchphrase? Everyone has one. Come on.
time to die.
Terrible. Let's go.
Get straight into the
It's
point.
effective.
Oh, straight to the point would have been a good one.
You can have it. Yeah, so there you go.
All right, I'm taking that one. Straight to the point.
And so was the backstory to Uthal getting a catchphrase.
Yeah.
So as you all start,
Especially creep that sprawling title set.
very quick catchphrase, long title.
I love imagining your
It's
business
not
card
to
now.
the point.
It's just this big and it says straight to the point.
But his title is like around the edge in tiny font, like the Santa Claus.
Oh, I'll teach you how to say all of that in primordial. That'll be like 4 words. It'll be really, really short and quick. Yeah. Primordial is really efficient.
So as you all get to the top of these stairs, you see chaos. The hotel hallway is about 15 feet across and goes down for quite a ways. And there are several matching doors on either side about, every 10 feet or so. But there is a bunch of doors are open. There's a bunch of things running around. There's goblins fighting vampires. There's at one point you see another purple worm go out one door and in through another.
Is this
Yeah.
normal?
Oh yeah, at one point there's a like a swarm of bats that fly around, and then it forms into a little girl that goes and then just changes back into bats and flies away.
No. Probably. We only came here once. And this is the kind of thing that was behind the doors,
Mhm.
but it was not in the hallway.
This is the stuff that happened when we opened all the doors at the same time.
So we need to close doors. That should be our goal here.
Or is this all your fault?
I'm undecided on that one so far.
Yeah, it's me too. Now, having got to know the manager a little more, I feel like it may have been our fault.
Are we the bad guys?
It's my aesthetic, I'll be honest, so maybe.
Several of the staff members get in front of you and they hold up arms like this, and the you can see the shimmer of gold energy in front of them as they just kind of like start of pushing things. Like they start pushing the goblins. They're like, nope, back in your room, get back in there, go on.
All right.
And they're kind of clearing your path. Now, I will say, as a DM, there are several closed doors here, and there is absolutely nothing stopping you from opening them, and I have a table if you want to.
Let's open the doors.
I would like to. I see it brush some snow off of my my like suit of armor. As I do, it begins to glow blue, and I start to levitate in the air also. And I'm like, oh, Akira, this is good. And I'll just fly over to one door and be like, you really need to check out what's behind these doors. It was good fun last time. Ha! And
Roll
throw
a
it open.
d20.
Yes.
I open the door at the same time.
That's
Sure.
a nat 20. Oh,
Me
no.
too.
Son of a bee.
Oh no! I let him tear
Oh, what did I do for this? Oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay. Well, what did you roll, St. James?
17.
17. So, Jasper, you open the door, and there is just some random dude you have never seen. He's got he's got a sports jersey on. He's got shorts. He's sitting in a recliner, and he goes, "Hey, you have a future crit you can use on any attack roll."
That's awesome.
I look down and go, thanks, buddy.
And then the door closes. Meanwhile, behind you, you don't hear as good of luck. Uthal opens his doors, and all of you hear this a robotic mechanical sound of "It is not the leader!" And you see like 13 robot goblins come running out of this door and just attack St. James.
Guys!
Good luck.
Not Uthal, St. James himself.
Yeah, St. James. Yeah. And
Descended.
so now we're gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna use the same rolls. Cool. We're just gonna do that real quick. And so it is an initiative. There are 13 robot goblins that are rushing towards Uthal.
Yes.
And Vandalin is still gonna go first. Actually, you know what? Because you got to go first on that one, I'm gonna drop it down to the next person. Which is gonna be who did I what? Oh no, that was what that was. Cecilia.
Oh, okay. So the last time, one useful thing that David did was help Uthal flank and get his sneak attack. So I'm going to cast Summon Fae, and this little red cappy looking thing with like maybe a coyote skull pops up in front with a little axe, and I go, get him.
Uthal, you see David pop up next to you, and he goes, "Ha!"
Oh, you!
Sounds like full confidence.
Thanks for being here, pal.
So he will, he goes on mine. So he'll kind of use his face up to jump up in there. And he is fuming, which means he has, oh wait, never mind. I will make him mirthful. So he's going to make one of the goblins, I guess, make a wisdom saving throw. It's 19.
Not even close.
Is charmed by me and David.
This robot
you
goblin
friends.
stops and goes,
And it's maybe not the most narratively appropriate time, but I want to make sure that people who donated get what they donated for. So David is going to take his axe and he's going to crit.
All right.
Crit. That was
Yes.
purchased for him by Fran Stewart. Thank you, Fran.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. How much damage is that?
That does. Oh, crap. David's damage is a pain in the butt. Okay. So
I mean,
that's
hopefully it
six-
is. Hopefully it's a very large pain in the butt.
And remember, I
Nine.
do crits as max damage plus a die roll.
Oh, okay. So okay, so 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 is 20. And then it's 2d6.
Jesus. I think David's
29.
David's for whatever reason suddenly gonna say something really cool from some anime in Japanese and just slice this thing in half, and it does that freeze frame for a moment where the two halves are like sliding slowly, and then it slides all the way, and there's a tiny little explosion of a goblin.
I would like David then to look around and make eye contact with all of us who were there when he messed up before. Like
Staring directly at me, like.
I make eye contact with Vandal and I go, look, now he's stealing my thing. And I look down at my samurai sword and I'm just like,
he actually has a multi-attack, so he does a normal one after that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So
He attacked, stared daggers at everybody, attacks again. Staring daggers is a free action.
oh good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
good to know.
And
Can we stat daggers as a reaction?
so it's a 14 to hit.
Only if you're a rogue.
Yes, that'll hit.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it does 18.
Okay, yeah. No, another one sliced in half. David is on a good roll.
I don't know if he can manage another long stare. He might do a little happy dance.
So next
It's a little
up
embarrassing.
is me. So there's 2 down, so there's 11 goblins left. And so you know what? We're gonna make some rolls at Uthal.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your? I have your AC.
One of those goblins
17.
is friends with me and David, just for the record.
So there's 10.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
or-
right.
Was there 10 left or?
There's 11 left.
Well, one's a
Okay.
friend, so 10 attacking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
that's
mean,
gonna
they
be
might not like you, but
that's gonna be 3 hits. So that's gonna be a total of 28 damage. And then okay, so that was 6. So I got 3 more. 3 are coming at David. And what's David's AC?
David's AC is 17.
Okay, all of them miss, and I dropped a d20, and now I'm sad.
Floor dice don't exist anymore.
Floor dice don't exist anymore. But that, you know what? That one Robo Goblin. Hey, a Robo Goblin.
Goblin.
That is
He's
your
a
friend
friend.
now. He turns to the other ones and saw that they attacked David, and he doesn't like that. So he's gonna attack his former friends, and he crit.
Yes.
Everything's coming
Well
up,
done.
David.
Yeah, everything's coming up, David. Yeah, just
I think
another
David's
one
got
gone.
this, everyone. I'm going to go back to the desert.
Open some more doors. This is-
All right, Stong.
Turns to Celia and he's like, should I just wall them off or do you guys want to fight them?
I want to fight them.
Stong
I'm
says,
not done with them.
He's covered in Robo Goblins. He's like, oh, I'm fighting them.
You could probably let him go another.
more doors it is. So he wants to open another door.
Oh,
Roll a
yeah.
d20. I love you.
Yes.
Yo, seriously,
14.
that floor die is gone for good. What was it?
14.
14. That is so you open a door, you're just like, all right, you got this. You open the door and it's this Zoom window.
Hey.
Once again. And I'm listening back like, oh, we opened the right door again?
Hi, friends.
Yeah, you
Hey, I remember that, guys.
you hear yourself say that as yourself at the same time, and then me explaining this.
I want to quickly become familiar with everybody in the Zoom call so I can try to message them later.
Well, that's okay. If you talk to Orkira can also hear this right now. And in the room where the fighting's going on, Orkira looks up and says, "Yeah, I think so."
Storm just slowly closes the door. Takes like a little bit of psychic damage.
Yes, a little bit of psychic damage for sure. Okay, so anything else that you want? I will say that's a bonus action to open the door. That way it gives everyone else more chaos time as well.
Let's see. How far away is Uthal from me?
We'll say 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay. Well, Stong would like to move up to Uthal, and then he's going to enhance Uthal's dexterity.
Oh,
yes.
no. God dang it.
Yes.
High five, you got this.
High five.
You feel the magic travel through your hand and through your arm, and then it tingles all over your body.
All over your body.
So I feel faster, more agile.
And that was a good time to do that because it is Uthal's turn.
How does that work? Does it bring it up like?
You just get advantage on dexterity checks. You don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if you're not incapacitated.
An attack is not a check.
I still taking it.
Uthal, it's your turn. You currently have 6 robo-goblins trying to attack you.
Just gonna look over at David and be like, "Don't try to take them all." And I'm just gonna start fighting. And I'll like to attack 2 of them that are on our side.
Okay, go for it.
One of them's gonna get sneak attacked.
Yeah, you're really gonna need that.
I'm gonna stare him directly in the eyes. I'm gonna sneak attack him. Just slowly, just put the sword in him. With that, I rolled a 9, which turns into a 10 plus 11, 21.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. So that's, so sneak attack for me is going to be 7d6. Just remember that. I don't have 7d6.
Tell you what, for time, that 7d6, you could not roll less to kill it, so it dies. How do you kill that one?
I'm just going to stare at him and be like, "I'm going to kill you," and I just slowly put my sword in his face and take it out.
All right, next attack.
And then I'll attack another one. That one is a 7 plus 8, so 15.
Yes, that'll hit.
And that's going to be a d8 plus 3.
Okay, this one you got to roll.
Yeah, I'll roll.
There's a small chance you might not one hit this one.
Yeah, there's a small chance.
5 plus 3, 8.
Yep, it's another one bites the dust.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. That's down 4 of them, so we're at 9 now, I think. Well, technically 8 with the friendly one. And next up, we've got Orkira. There's a group of robo-goblins on top of Uthal about 15 feet away from you.
You know, I was kind of hoping that this group wouldn't want to just rush into danger, but that's not my luck. Okay, I'm going to fly on over to Uthal, and my hand is going to light up with fire, and I'm going to give him a pat on the back, which is a Cure Wounds at 3rd level, because I saw he got hit. So you're going to, I rolled really well. 23 points back as the fire in my hand kind of washes over you, and you feel it heal you. And
Phoenix
then
time.
I want to move back into, well, I'm not destroying the entire hotel, so
No, I was just saying, because you use the fire the Phoenix did.
Oh yeah. I thought you were like, and then she summons her god.
No.
Save that for later.
So then I'll just move back into a spot in where I can continue to watch everybody. And in the back of her head, Orkira wants to try to convince people to not open more doors, but she also seems to realize that's not gonna fly. It's not gonna happen. So she's just gonna keep a literal watch with all the fun true sight stuff and everything, and be like, "All right, what's next?"
So I'm just visibly shocked because I've never had any party members actually try to heal me in battle. Because they all have this idea that I deserved whatever I got. So I appreciate it.
Tara healed you.
Oh, yes.
begrudgingly.
She hated the entire time.
So you all can see that as you are taking care of this, the staff members are still kind of like keeping the rest of the chaos ahead of you, and now behind you as well. Other doors have flown open, and so they're kind of keeping this contained currently, but not stepping in to do anything. Next up, we've got Valnar.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I
You
wanna
are also
fly-
15 feet away.
Sweet. I'm gonna fly in there and start taking some attacks.
Let's do it.
Yeah, join in the fun.
Yes. I just need to check. Do I need to be? I don't think I need to be raging to attack recklessly, so I will attack recklessly. One. Ooh, that's gonna miss. That was terrible. That was a 2 and a 4, so that misses.
What is it all added up?
That's I'm using Great Weapon Master, so
yeah.
So that's like a +4, so that was like an 8. However, the next one was a 22.
Yep.
Nice.
And then the third one is going to be a 19.
Yes.
Sick. Okay. So that becomes that's 3, 5, 10 plus 14. So that's 22 for one hit. And 2, 4, 9 plus 14, 20. Wait. Yeah, 23 for the next hit.
You show up David in every possible way of make cool. Like you do the whole fly through the air and then there's like darkness for a moment as you land on the other side and hold there for a moment, and then they just and then they both explode.
Oh, cool. Did I kill one?
Oh, you killed both. You killed two.
Oh, sweet. I can make another attack then if I kill one.
All right, as soon as those two explode, you turn around, you jump back in to get another attack.
Oh, you thought I was done, David? Watch this. That's an 18 this time.
Yep.
So that is, snap, 11, 15, 19, 29 points of damage for that one.
Another one just dead, gone, exploded.
Slice through. I'll put the katana away. I'll bow at David and say, "You have much to learn, but we can work on it."
Sensing some competitiveness with David. Should I be worried?
No.
What is David's reaction to this?
David's reaction is,
and then I will position myself in the middle of the remaining goblins. Should any of them try to run away, I want to kill them.
Okay. Artemisia, it is your turn.
Wow. Okay. Well,
7 players, man.
well, she is going to continue to summon her familiar.
Okay.
She was going to use a touch spell, but Uthal got healed already, so she's going to summon her familiar, and then it's just going to hang out on her shoulder. Her familiar is a Tressum, which is basically a winged cat, and it's kind of like a cross between a red-tailed hawk and a Siamese cat. So it's got
love it.
Brown and reddish. So it's hanging out, and she's gonna look at the goblins like clearly fun is being had here. So she's gonna turn instead and back behind the staff. She settles her feet on the floor, and then she can transfer her telekinesis to then use an object rather than herself. And so she's gonna try to start closing doors.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that ahead of you all or the way you came?
Ahead of us, because we're heading for Mrs. Fox, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. They start, pushing people in, and then I like the idea that one of them, like, they're kind of getting in there, and you just slam the door on the person. All right, there we go. It just slams shut. So yeah, you're starting to close doors. You're starting to open pathways for y'all to go. In fact, you can actually see that one is starting to form. You think that you'd actually be able to squeeze through between the staff members if you needed to. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are gonna go with Valnar at long last.
Oh, I already went.
You mean
Not Valnar. I get Vandalin and Valnar mixed up all the time. I'm sorry.
All right. Then I think Vandalin is going to nudge Corrosion Fax with his heels and say, "Courage, Corrosion Fax.
Courage for our friends.
And ride
Yes.
forward.
By the way, this hallway is tall enough for a man on a horse.
I just imagine he was like on the top of the
Yeah.
horse, like hugging it because of the roof.
I would like to ride. So, how is there a door at the end of the hallway, or is it just doors? on
There's
either
a turn to the left up towards the end.
Okay. Then I would like to ride around the corner.
So you're just blazing a trail past everyone.
Yeah, I would like to. I think Vandalin is. He sees these mechanical goblins and thinks,
What devilry is this? Whatever it is, I don't really care.
and Ryan, he sees that they have it well in hand. He sees the doors are being opened. He says,
Yes, that's interesting, but no one has tried going around the corner yet.
and so he rides off to try and see what's around the corner.
So
Feeding trail mix to corrosion facts all the way.
I have got to. You and Briv have got to hang out together. The two of you really like each other a lot. Yeah.
So yeah, you blaze the trail. You start taking off and going down the hallway. And actually, as you pass what chaos is left, 3 staff members kind of pull away and follow you because they were there to protect y'all. So yeah, you go riding down. You turn this corner. You can see that this next hallway is much calmer, and by that I mean absolutely nothing is happening in it. So you can just keep going down it a bit on your bronze horse.
All right.
And these staff members will follow you.
Okay. Can I make some kind of an animal handling check to establish as positive a relationship as I can with corrosion facts? I just want to build up a real rapport in this hour that I have together.
You want to have a camel situation on your hands? Is that what it is?
No, it's just a regular horse made out of bronze.
Sure, go ahead and give me an animal handling check. A regular, ordinary horse made out of bronze that's totally not a purple worm.
Yep.
I love this because when they eventually become a purple worm, it's going to be like, well, but maybe I'll still continue to be your mount and hang out with you. And then you have this epic purple worm.
Vandalin the bronze and the purple worm.
Do you let that happen? What if someone made a donation? Would you let that happen? Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. Jeremy, you could walk off and be like, yeah, I'm purple worm now.
I'm pure chaos. We'll see what happens.
Oh my god.
Make this happen.
I got a 17.
Nice.
So
By the way, I don't know if you saw St. James. Tom Foley's in the chat. Hey, Tom, how's it going? It says hashtag Team Uthal doesn't deserve heals.
Oh.
Tom is from our home game.
Tom's one of them that doesn't heal me.
What was that animal handling check?
17.
17. Yeah, no, you feed the horse some trail mix, you whisper some sweet nothings, and it seems to be like you know almost enjoying riding around this hotel with you now.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep riding on ahead.
Okay.
And, yeah, just and I'm
Open
just
some
gonna be
doors along the
yelling
way.
Every door.
Throw open a single door as I run past it.
Okay, yeah, if you want to open a single door as you run past it, roll
do
me a
it.
d20.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's a 10.
10.
Purple worm.
So
Mount
you're,
2.
you're doing this as you go by, right?
Mm-hmm.
You fling the door open. You get like a quick glimpse of movement behind it, but you're going a little too quick to actually see what anything is. But when you turn around, nothing comes out the door.
Okay. I'll just yell,
I opened a door. It's probably fine.
continue riding.
That's the spirit. Woo!
Cecilia, we're going back to the top with you.
Okay, what's the situation with the robo-goblins?
So there are currently 5 good robo-goblins, 1 charmed robo-goblin. And they are 10 feet away from you, and David is
said
engaged with them.
5 good ones or 5?
Sorry, 5 bad ones, 1 good one.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's like, I missed something. Something
yeah.
very interesting happened in there.
They were just also amazed
We have
by
a
their
crew
friends
now.
getting anime murdered.
Okay, well, I don't want to miss out on the door opening, but I also feel like
It's a
might
bonus action.
Okay, I want to open the door.
All right, roll a d20.
Let the chaos reign.
I like the idea that Cecilia is just like, all right, I got to help out.
Like
One
watching
sec.
David and going,
That
"Who am I
door
Hang
looks
on,
pretty
I'm just gonna open
close.
this door real
What's in
quick.
here?" It's a 3.
It's a 3.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, Cecilia, you open this door and it is a bright and beautiful interior. And Orkira, you look over and I would like you to describe the plane of milkshakes and ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
What you see before you is rolling hills covered in Neapolitan ice cream as flakes of sprinkles fall from the sky from candy floss clouds. There are trees, but the trees are made out of licorice and chocolate, and you see animals frolicking around, but all the animals on closer inspection seem to be made out of candy of some sort. And when one candy lion attacks a little candy bunny, it's all made out of like just the most wonderful of sweet treats.
It bleeds like Jolly Ranchers.
Exactly. And you think that you see a floating castle off in the distance, and over your shoulder, Orkira goes, "Yeah, that's where I was having lunch. Robo-goblins."
I don't even care about initiative. Valnar walks into the door. I'll leave. I'll just.
So if I didn't go in here and I couldn't go to B-Dave on Wednesday and be like, "Guess who got to go to the plane of ice cream and milkshakes?" would not be a good person.
I mean,
Or
Freely had a
maybe
chance
I
to
would
go now, so you
Okay.
totally can.
So there we go. It's not even rubbing it in his face. It's just, look, we share something. That's
Exactly.
nice. See, I'm being nice. I'm going to look over and be like, "David, you got this?" And then I'm just before I bob off to Ice Cream Land, I would like to fire off 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh yeah, go for it. She's like casting Eldritch Blast, but reaching down, grabbing some licorice grass. Just
Gonna like
Just shooting it through the doorway.
because everything is, so it's a 25 on the first one.
We're strong.
Trevor, Lauren loves this so much. Orkira is just frustrated, but Lauren is so happy right now.
25, 26, and 23.
oh yeah, I'll hit.
They all hit.
Wow.
Okay, so then that's
I'm assuming you're spreading this out.
7. Yeah, I'll hit 3 of them that don't like me. 7 damage. 12, and then the third one's gonna be, sorry, this is just a little slow.
No, it's fine.
11. 10, 12, and 11.
Licorice grass chewing away. You just bang, 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 hit 3 robo goblins, and they
Is
just
it black
explode.
licorice?
No, it's the good licorice.
Well, I want the black licorice.
It can be whatever licorice you want. It's the plane
black
of ice cream and milkshake.
I just want to say, as a DM, I disagree. Okay. Next.
Been to Rashomon, that's the licorice we have in Rashomon. like that.
The last 2 see 3 more of their friends just get shot by a candy eating witch. And they're like, "You know what? No, this place sucks." And they go back in their room and slam the door. And then
I'd like
the
to
charm.
take my opportunity attack.
Yeah, me
go
too.
for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
So 21.
I got
Okay.
a 17.
Yep.
I just
What?
rolled obscenely well for damage. Oh my word.
How many pieces is that robo goblin in?
22, 26, 36 pieces.
Yeah, I hit a 12 on the other one.
Okay, so yeah, they are gone. The last remaining robo goblin just kind of stands there and is still friendly. Is just
Does David get an opportunity?
cool.
I guess it's not moving, so he doesn't get an opportunity to attack on
He's the
it.
charmed one.
But he just
Yeah.
gets an attack. Oh,
Well,
do we
no,
want to keep it? The charm's
yeah.
gonna wear off.
We'll just let him go. Like,
the robo goblin points towards the land of milkshake and ice cream and just like,
get on out here, bud.
No.
You deserve it.
So here's the only thing about that is that I rolled thinking David would also need to make an opportunity attack, and he critted, and I don't want to waste that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you like at least?
friendly.
I put a hand on David's shoulder. I go, David, let him go a little bit first. Now get it.
Tell you what, just because of our friend Robo Goblin, I'm gonna say bank that crit for later.
Okay.
Nice.
This Robo Goblin goes and has a
one-
nice life
This one is Robo Goblin.
in the land of milkshake and ice
Okay.
creams.
Okay. Is that
tighten my
for
grip with a
David,
samurai
or
sword.
can I steal
Yeah,
it from David?
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
can steal it.
checking.
You can steal it. So this Robo Goblin goes running off into the hills of Neapolitan. You hear, "Born free."
I grab another
Music's
fistful of
new.
licorice.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch out for the milkshake river. You don't want to fall in that because it gets sticky.
You guys just want to go
It just
here
it
instead.
gives you a thumbs up.
Cannonball!
Actually, after he runs in, the door closes.
Oh. Honestly, I would love to take you all one day, but I got the sense that if we didn't fix the thing, the entire universe was going to explode. Did I get that right?
That's definitely
That's what
part
I
of the
heard.
universe, though. Like, it's not like a. Okay, fine. I got
I mean,
my
what
licorice.
isn't part of the universe?
Um,
Attention to that
That's a
part in
good
school.
question.
okay, so we are out of combat.
Where did Vandalin go?
Where'd the epic
yeah,
guy
I
on the,
think
on
he's,
the
Vandalin.
Just ran
Actually,
off down the hall.
We're going to cut back to Vandalin real quick because as you're riding along, you can
sure
see
he's
up ahead of you a door opens.
Ah, they await our arrival, corrosion facts.
And
Uh,
all of a sudden, something comes out of it very slowly, just floating off the ground. You can see that its feet are very thin and decrepit, as if they have not been used in a very long time. And there's like talon-like nails at the end of these like grayish green feet. And it wears these tattered robes, which are covered in tubes, like like black tubes, silver tubes, weird pieces of machinery. And its arms are shown, and it's very much like its legs, where it's very, the skin's pulled tight over the muscle and bone, and it comes up to this head, which is elongated at the top, and it has kind of what looks like a gas mask on that these tubes are connecting to. And it floats through the air silently and stops and turns to look at you. And it says, "Technology." And it reaches out, and the 3 staff members stop.
Uh-oh.
And then turn all to look at you. And all of a sudden, out of them, wires and chipboards and everything shoot out, and I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw.
jeez.
Is this a spell?
No.
It's a technology, I think.
It's a technology. It's
Okay.
3 technologies.
I mean, is magnets a spell?
Is,
How do magnets
Is-
work?
is corrosion facts
Seems like magic to
able
me.
to?
I'll be right back.
Is corrosion
Okay.
facts able to help me? Like
No.
help action? Okay.
No, the purple worm bronze horse cannot give you the help action.
Aw.
I rolled a natural 19, so that's a 22.
Ooh, Vandalin the quite great. Yeah,
And
say
the
Vandalin the
muscles
gun.
of broad.
you do not wait a second. You start moving and shaking off these things so that they don't have a moment to wrap around you. But yeah, you know what? Because this is pretty much the same thing where it's like we went off one and then this happened. We're just going to keep going in initiative, but y'all don't quite know that down the way, Vandalin is now being attacked by these things.
I mean, I would like to argue or Kira
Oh,
knows.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay,
you know what? Yeah, with your 35. And
And
actually,
true
even with your spidey sense goes off. You got the little lightning bolts near your head, and you look around, and you can kind of see this like weird movement of like normal vision, X-ray vision, and whatnot. And you see outlined in it Vandalin with the 3 staff members that seem to be trying to restrain him somehow, and then some weird ass dude down the hall.
Stong, this spell is the best thing ever of all time. We gotta go help out your that epic guy on the horse. Come on.
Oh, let's go.
So you know what?
A small suggestion. Oh, so maybe you're going to make the same suggestion. Can we do a break?
Yeah, actually, I think we can do a break right now. Yeah, especially since St. James's camera seemed to fall. Hey, there he is.
Hey.
Well, time for a
Time
break.
for us to take a break.
Well, perfect. 10-minute break? Or how long of a break you want to do? 10 minutes? Okay, cool.
10 minutes sounds great.
Amazing.
So 10 minutes and we'll find out if Vandalin's okay.
I'll be fine. Ah!
See you in a bit.
Hello. Welcome back. Before we get back into the shenanigans, we thought we would talk about where we are with our fundraising goal, because that's what this is for. We've got a bunch of wild fun happening, but again, this is for the kids, for the extra life. Yeah, you got, if you can, donate.
For the children.
For the children. Where is Dungeon Scrawlers at currently for the goal?
We are currently at $4,224 out of our total goal of $5,000. That's less than $800 away from meeting our goal.
Heck yes.
Heck yes. And we all, several of us have incentives that you can do to go towards this. For me, I have two things up there where one, I will sit and talk with you about podcasting and, do a 30-minute video call. If you're an aspiring podcaster and you want some information, I have a few. So if you would like some advice from what I have learned, go ahead and give some money and we'll talk.
Trevor, can you make people's voices sound like your voice?
No, I cannot. That is the one thing I cannot do, unfortunately.
We need a Trevor voice filter, please.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be
Oh
great.
no.
That'd be fun.
Great.
As long as when you laugh, it automatically just does a sonic boom and blows out all speakers in the area.
Yeah. You had to raise it up. You had to hear it from a 3-block radius.
Yeah.
Fun fact, at the cafe we used to hang out at, anytime I knew Trevor was there was when I heard his laughing from 2 blocks down.
Oh my god.
I knew he was there, and I was like, oh, Trevor's there.
I'm called the sonic boom of my friends for a reason. But who else has some incentives that they want to talk about real quick?
We should point out the fact that you can, if you donate some money, St. James will be your hype man for a week.
Yes.
And
So
he's a good hype man.
My incentives, I have 3 of them. They're great. Best incentive. Well, they're not better than Trevor's, but they're still great. So one tier, I will just send you a voice message of Uthal saying all of his titles. Fun fact, it's unlimited. You can buy as many as you want, and I will send as many voice messages as you need.
And they're going to be a new recording every time.
Can they direct them at other people?
Yeah.
Could you buy this and have it recorded on someone else's phone?
I will cat fax this. So if you want to give me their number, I will send it to their voicemail.
Wait, can we just buy them and have you send it to Trevor? So you just buy like 100
Yeah,
of them.
that's what
He already has a standing schedule text to me every year of was it, the Wienermobile?
Okay.
Well, like
What is
the
your
Oscar Mayer
friendship?
wiener?
Yeah, it's at the Henry Ford Museum over here.
So for our Westgate regulars game after this, the DM Eric set up a $5 flumps special, so
Get
people
flumps.
can donate money to add flumps to the game, up to 100 of them. 100? It's ridiculous.
Get flumps.
What if we,
Get
for every
flumps.
Swarm
flump,
of flump.
we buy
Hashtag
a
get
voice
flumps.
message for Eric of Uthal's title?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we can do that. Another tier is I'll have a 30-minute video call about anything you need. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you want to talk to me, whatever you want to talk about.
Can it
And
be a
then the
30-minute
best
video
one.
call of you just saying your titles?
I
Yes.
would.
And
I
can
can
we
say it
set
on
that up to
repeat.
someone else?
Yes.
Trevor, you're getting a lot of Christmas presents.
I was like, St. James, why are you Zoom calling me? And I'm like, you have to stay here for 30 minutes. He's like, no. And
At
I'm like,
minimum.
Or the children?
For charity.
my name is Uthal, the disfigured of Vialaga.
So one other thing that we're doing is for the core Dungeon Scrawlers team, if half of us meet our goals, we are going to give away an extra of the dice portfolio that hopefully you have entered to win. And if you haven't yet, you can still enter to win from Phoenix Dice, which is the dice portfolio with 5 dice sets of your choice. We have done that, it looks like. We have half of us have gotten to our individual goals. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Heck
But
yeah.
it could be even better, because if all of us get to our individual goals, we will give away another one. That's 3 of those portfolio sets with 5 dice sets of your choice, and a private one shot for you and a friend with the Dungeon Scrawlers.
Damn.
So for right now, myself, I am short of my goal. I was a little ambitious this year. But you can donate. There's still a couple slots for in the second game. Cecilia will tell a lie about your character, and keep in mind I have a +10 to deception, so I'm pretty good at it. I mean, I'm super honest, and everybody believes what I say because I'm just convincing people the truth. You can chat with me about your novel in progress. I will hype you up, or I will help you figure out problems, depending on where you're at in this process. You might need either. And then Randy is short by $10.
Oh my
Give
god.
Randy
real close.
$10.
Give Randy
Someone send Randy
$10.
$10.
Come on.
And then Stephen Merlino is the last member of our team. He's been a little busy, so he hasn't gotten as much pushing his personal fundraiser page at you. But if all of us can get to our goal, we will raffle off that other, or give away that other portfolio and the private D&D session one shot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And if you've entered already with !enter, you are automatically eligible to win any of those additional goals that we unlock. We'll be using that list to pick the winners.
Heck yeah.
We have a question from chat for you, Space Uthal.
Yes.
Do your calls include international calls?
Oh, 100%. I'll call you on whatever app you need.
There
it
you
could
go.
be in the middle of
Kiwi
the night.
mischief.
I don't care. Like, I will, yeah, international, anywhere you need, I will contact you. We have the internet for a reason. And then also my last tier is, I'll be a hype man for you for a week, which includes international calls.
Okay. Anyone else, or are we getting back to the game?
I'm just going to go back to the game.
Okay. We're going to cut back to this, much like how Saturday morning cartoons do, where suddenly people are in new positions and there wasn't really an explanation for it, but it's a lot better framing device. You all are now standing at the end of the hallway, looking down, having rushed your way over there, seeing Vandalin on the bronze horse, purple worm, and these
Corrosion facts.
yeah.
Right.
These three
Respect on his name.
these three staff members are just like torn apart, with pieces of them having flown out and trying to restrain Vandalin. He is 30 feet away from you all. 15 feet ahead of him is the weird tube dude. That's his name from now on. Tube dude.
Due to tubes.
Dude to tubes.
Dude's got tubes.
And yeah, we are going to keep the same initiative, and I think we left off on me because you all made opportunity attacks. So Stong, you are up first. Horse stuff 30 feet away, weird tube dude 15 feet away from that, so 45 total.
Anybody want to throw me?
I mean, sure. So Stong like looks around and he like catches eye contact with Uthal, and he just knows from that look that he wants to be thrown. So Stong like reaches out, like approaches Uthal, reaches out for him, and then does Uthal point at like a direction?
That away.
I just nod at you. You know where I'm going.
Yeah, we do not need words to communicate.
That's how much of a friendship we have now. We know each other 20 minutes.
I knew you guys would
We had
get
a
along.
friendship montage over the break.
Friendship, it's the best thing.
It was in the ice cream land as well.
All right, so give me a athletics check to chuck an Uthal.
Ice cream always inspires fast friends.
I'd like to roll out acrobatics as well for whatever I do.
Oh, don't
afterward.
worry, we'll get there.
All
Oh,
right.
you also get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 athletics.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, you grab this Goliath rogue
8'11".
and just send him flying down the way.
Oh my goodness.
Now I want to say, Uthal, as you're flying, because it's Uthal. I know Uthal. I've played a few games here and there with him. I know Uthal kind of strikes a pose, like paint me like one of your French girls as he's going down the way. And as you go by, you actually see that open door that Vandalin opened, and it is a perfect mirror reflection. You just see yourself.
Yeah. After I throw him, I want to
amazing.
salute him.
And then you actually see that the mirror reflection of you like winks at you, and then the door closes, and you keep going flying. Then you straighten yourself out, and I'm assuming you're gonna attack one of these staff members that is floating in the air.
Yeah, let's attack him. I want to
Okay.
do a spinning attack.
I as part of this action of you throwing, I will give you one attack right onto that one, which there is an ally within 5 feet of.
Sneak attack.
I would probably give this sneak attack regardless, considering a orc just threw a Goliath down a hallway.
Wait a minute.
Nobody expects this.
Are they surprised?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Let's do this. All right. So, they're surprised.
done
So that
messed
counts
up.
as a crit, a sneak attack, and I'm hitting them. So, let's see if I hit them. Oh, yeah. 12 plus 11.
Yes.
23.
Yes.
So, I have 7d6, which I just found out is 42.
Don't worry.
appropriate.
You kill this thing. You go.
But I want to know how badly.
You go ahead and do that as I described. So you fly in there with both of your rapiers and you just impale like the head and the chest of this thing. You pull your feet up and just like put your feet into its chest and just ride this thing down to the floor and just like Aquaman in Justice League, the one cool scene. Just freaking takes that thing to the ground, slides, sparks going off. And you look pretty cool doing
Incredible.
it. And we'll still wait on the damage that totally was, because it's going to be a bit. So that being Stong's turn. Orkira. Uthal, Vandalin, 2 staff members are 30 feet away from you. Tube Dude is 15 feet past that for a total of 45.
I would love to take a moment and look at Tube Dude. I have been in some weird places all over the multiverse. Do I recognize what this creature is?
No.
Okay. Is it fairly obvious Tube Dude is somehow convincing
Oh yeah,
staff members?
he's got his hands out and is like puppeteering them from a distance.
Okay, what do I got to do to break that connection? Because we were told that these staff members are supposed to be helping us and they're not. Can I tell? Are they charmed? Are they is there something else going on? I want to break this.
There is some tomfoolery about that. You're not quite. If it is magic, it's a magic you've never seen before.
All right, I have remove curse. Do I think that'll be a remove tomfoolery spell?
I will make you roll for this. No, that unfortunately, remove curse is not a remove tomfoolery.
I got stronger things. Can I dispel evil and tomfoolery?
Ooh.
I got dispel evil and good, which in this case would be dispel evil and tomfoolery.
Now that one is interesting because it's alignment based.
Well, not quite. It is for the duration, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead. I can do things, and I specifically have as an action, you touch a creature that you can reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by a celestial, an elemental, a fey, a fiend, or an undead, and I can just say, nope, not anymore.
Yes, I will allow this.
I would like to swoop on up to one of these the people who work here and touch them on the small of the back, and fire comes off of my book and down my arm and into it as I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but you deserve to have your wires on the inside. And I would like to dispel evil and tomfoolery.
All right. So is there a roll with this? Is there a level that it has to beat or anything?
Nope. The creature you touch is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed by such creatures. It just happens. It is a 5th level spell. Go away.
So you touch this thing and it kind of convulses and there are several sparks all over it that happen. And you see Tube Doob down the way kind of grimace go as it like pulls its hand back. And the staff member just kind of crumples to the ground, and this kind of pile of parts and pieces that it is now, there's like a hand and it goes, Thank you. That was unpleasant.
I can help mend you later, but for now, can you get out of here? Because that thing seems really nasty.
I will stay here on the floor. This is the only part that's working, and I did not tell my hand to wave.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Okay, that's all right. And I will stand protectively over the pile of parts and keeping an eye on Vandalin, because Vandalin seems very close to this tube dude, and be like, no, it's okay. We're here. Hi.
Valnar.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something though that happens just before your turn. So you see, or you have this kind. You also have a little bit of spidey sense, and you turn and look behind you, and the 4 staff members that were following you all start to convulse.
Huh.
I don't have that many spell slots.
And their heads start like shaking really quick like this.
Oh.
I don't like that a lot. How about we kill this dude at the end? I think it's his fault. And I'm going to bring my sword up to my side. You see my eyes, my eyeballs get replaced by like smoke as I go into a blood rage. And I'm going to like Naruto run, but without moving my feet because I'm flying towards the tube dude. Just and I'm gonna say, I'm going to make you regret your actions now.
And I believe you have quite a speed, right? You can get 45 feet.
Yes, I can get. I have 40 feet. So I then have 5 feet of reach. Does that work?
You got a big ass sword. I'll give you that.
Woo! Yes.
So,
cool.
you all see this anime character just go flying through the air. Uthal's like, "Hey, did you guys see how cool?" And then just Valnar just going straight past you, dead eyeing tube dude. It's like, aw.
David claps. Thinking that you might have become David's mentor accidentally.
David, take out your notebooks.
David, from out of his pocket, pulls a Naruto headband and just puts it on and ties it.
One magically appears on Valnar's head somehow.
I just imagine the two of them training at sunset with their katanas, like matching swings.
This Eladrin with a giant Sephiroth sword. All right, go ahead and make your attack against.
Cecilia sitting there eating licorice and being like,
This is the spinoff we all deserve.
Samurai Son.
Shall I roll my attack, see if I hit, and then do damage afterwards?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. That's a 19 on the first one.
Just barely hits.
Ooh, good to know. That's a miss on the second one, for sure. And the third one, that is a 23.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2 hits with Great Weapon Master. So that is 10, 14, 19, 23 for 1.
Okay.
And then also as well, 2, 6, 12, 26 for the second one, actually.
Okay, so was it 26 and 26?
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. There we go. So that's math.
Oh, wait. Sorry, no, 28
52?
and 28, because I get +2 for my because I'm raging right now.
It's 54? Is that right? Is that math? No, it's not math. It's a math.
56. 56.
Yeah.
56. All right, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that first one, we'll say that first one is the one you missed on, and you go to swing at it, and there's like this barrier that you hit, and it bounces your sword back, but you're able to use the momentum of it to bring it around, and this time actually slice through that barrier and cut. Give it a nice slice. You cut a tube, which he is not happy about. This dude is about tubes.
I look back at David and go, "It's not good to miss. Let's try that again." And I'm gonna action search.
Okay. Okay.
So that's 3 more attacks.
Beautiful. Love everything about it.
That's a 19. That's gonna miss. The second one again. And that's a 23 again. Amazing. So that's 2 hits. Come on. So that's 11, 12, 18, Oh, wow. 32 for the first one.
Jeez.
And 10, 15, 17, 31 for the second one.
Nice.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Quite a few tubes have been sliced, and this guy is not happy.
I'm aiming actively for tubes alone. I'm like not even bothering with the body of Tube Dude. I'm just slicing the
I
tubes.
feel like the tubes are his life force anyway.
And actually, yeah, when you slice them, there is like this puff of white smoke that comes out. It goes for a bit, and he's groaned, but he's still going. Also, I just want to point out TTRPG Gifts is now in the chat. Hello, first of all, you missed an entire group of Robo Goblins, and I'm sorry,
We
but they were there.
saved
Go for
one.
you.
Yeah,
we
one of
saved one for you and
there
sent
is
it
a-
to the.
Wait,
It is you.
Did we save one or did it escape?
We let him go.
Why not both?
We saved it.
Robo Goblin
Did it.
now
You're very
lives.
magnanimous.
A Robo Goblin now lives in the plane of milkshake and ice creams.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what we told him.
So that just happened with Valnar looking like a badass. Artemisia, you are floating in the air with some wigging out staff members behind you. You still got your most adorable pet in the world that I love so much already, and I would die for it. So again, 30 feet ahead of you is Valadin and the horse, and then 15 feet beyond that is Tube Dude.
Okay. Are there any staff members left being evil standing up,
Yes,
not on
there
the
is.
floor?
There is one
the front?
more next to Valadin.
Okay. Because see, people are taking her stuff because she's the bronze wolf, but you know, he's the bronze wizard. He's doing it really well, so she doesn't want to like fight him on that one. And then she's doing the like floating thing, but then the flying and the Arcura, it's like, so you know what? She is gonna do a chain lightning. That is her thing, and you cannot take that from her.
What?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, what is the range for the jumping?
30 feet. So she can get Tube Dude and she can get the one, but she can't come all the way.
I will say, because it's 30 feet between them, right?
Yeah.
Because you could actually hit the staff members that are wigging out behind you, as well as that if you wanted to.
Oh, she would love to do that. So it's got the first one. So she's putting that on Tube Dude, and then she gets 3 others. So she'll probably put those 3 behind her then.
Okay, cool. So what do they need to make? Dex saves?
Dex saves. Let me check the difficulty, not on my older character sheet. That is of 18.
Okay, Tube Dude failed.
Yes.
Let's see about the other ones.
What's the matter? Not good enough tubes.
So because of the jumping, you're still gonna have to hit the one next to the horse, and then you could hit 2 more that are behind you, just for the jumping part of it.
Sure.
That one in that staff member next to Vandalin absolutely failed. Just not even funny how bad it failed. And the highest I rolled was a 16 through the whole thing. They all failed. This is why everyone wants me as a DM, by the way. I roll very low. And if I'm playing Cthulhu, very high. So how much damage are these things taking?
67.
What?
Chain lightning is
What?
nice.
Every one of them?
1 at 6th level, and she can upcast it once at 7 level. So she essentially has 2 of them. So she's used 1. And that's why she likes to save it.
Does Artemisia have any like kind of flourish when she casts a spell?
She does now.
I like the idea that you
With
just
bronze
snapped
wolf
and like this went off. And like, so yeah, a thunderstorm rolls and this bolt of lightning shoots from, we'll say the lighting, the terrible, fluorescent lighting of the top. Oh yeah, that's how it'll go. It will shoot down from the lighting, hit him, and then it kind of sparks through the rest of it, hits the other one, which just explodes, and then comes back down, and 2 more strike, And I'm actually going to say that the other two that are still standing took a little bit of damage from this just explosion of two others near them. And so, yeah, just this slow motion, boom, 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 as it makes its way down the hallway. I will say it is important to note, Tube Dude is still standing.
What?
Oh, Tube Dude.
But he is pissed.
Gulps.
Yeah. And, but
fine.
yeah, 3 of the staff members are now boom gone. Very badass, Artemisia. Very badass.
Strike
That was
pose.
incredible.
Strike a pose. There we go. Yeah.
And we all clap.
The bird cat on your shoulder is just.
Hey, not a 10.
Okay. Wow. So now we've got Tube Dude, 2 staff members behind where you all started, and it is Valadin the Bronze turn.
Okay, so with all the, I guess this started with them trying to whip and restrain Vandalin. He did his weird Gandalf type, like awkward old man spin. It turns out Vandalin is like old man ripped underneath all of this, just uncomfortably old man ripped, and he's
So muscular. Why?
spitting. Yes,
I'm
So
here for
many
this.
veins. It's all veins and loose skin.
just knocking away all of their ropes. Then, of course, all the destruction occurs. And now at this point, things are just fully blowing up. And I want to make eye contact with Tube Dude. And as like I'm framed by all of the explosions, I say,
Don't you see? The path of darkness only leads to destruction. Your tubes, your ill-gotten allies, your world, it's all about to be shattered.
and I slam my staff on the ground and cast Shatter at 4th level on this guy.
What's
Love
the
it.
save I gotta make?
It's gonna be, I think, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Yes, DC 18 Constitution saving throw. But a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. And also non-magical objects that aren't being worn or carried also take the damage if it's in the spell's area, which is a
How
10
many
foot.
tubes?
Hey, Jeremy,
Nice.
come in real close. Come here real close.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Yes.
Right.
Nice.
So better yet, instead of rolling, tell me how this thing dies.
Yes.
As Vandalin boom slams his staff onto the ground, the bronze orb in it begins to resonate along with I think the resonate my corrosion facts start to also like vibrate in conjunction, and he just sees the last thing that Tube Guy sees is Vandalin holding this glowing staff and riding a glowing steed as they're like just whoa! His whole world completely falls apart and just this shattered image, and the only thing that's whole is Vandalin the Bronze in like a weird seated position because he can't see anything else. Just and then I'm going to what was the other thing I wanted to do? There was not. The other thing I was going to do was in case, are there any enemies left?
As soon as you kill Tube Dude, the other staff members just crumple to the ground.
The other thing
Okay.
you're going to do is enjoy the adulation of everybody's well.
Another round of goal claps.
So it takes 15% off the gross, but I guarantee at least 4 showings a month. I'm really good at shaking down people for extra money.
Can I use a reaction to kiss the Vandalin's boots, please?
I would like to take. I would like to reach into my bag as he kneels before me, and I say,
Would you like to become my disciple?
Me?
Yes.
Hell
You've shown
yeah,
great
sure.
promise.
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
Excellent.
That was
and I
awesome.
pull out a wizard's hat with a beard attached to it, and I put it. I place it.
I'd love
very
to-
solemnly.
I'd love to as well just for
band.
I'd love to just for the image as well. Valdar is an old Eladrin elf, so he is like many hundreds of years old, with like gray beard, gray white hair, and is just fully like, yes, I will pledge myself to you as my master.
I'm gonna crouch down and be like, "That's 5 gold pieces. Magic for nailing this."
Oh, yes, of course. Here you are.
I'll make sure. Don't worry.
You've just joined at bronze coin level. For another 10 gold, you can ascend to bronze statuette.
Ah, so it's sort
Shit,
of
I want to be your
stacks.
disciple now. That's
Is that
impressive.
how it works? It sort of stacks up? Okay.
Yes,
great.
but if you recruit others, it helps you to level up as well.
I immediately hand a pamphlet to Uthal, as he's,
so-
I think, the most susceptible.
No, David's still here.
Instead of imagining you guys like on the beach at sunset training, for whatever reason, I imagine you playing beach volleyball like in Top Gun, like the four of you with or three of you with David.
I mean, that's what they do after the
Vandalin is
training. To
in
like
a
Yeah, that's what we
Speedo.
do after the training. Yeah.
Vandalin is just in a Speedo and his hat. Fully oiled up.
It's like Dead or Alive. Is it Dead or Alive? Where there was like
beach
the
volley.
random volleyball like mini game. Yeah,
Oh
like
my
that's
God,
what it is.
yes.
I like the idea that Vandalin has like the big, long, old man beard, but he's like glistening like Val Kilmer in Top Gun. Like, like he doesn't have a wrinkle on his body.
So
Oh
smooth.
man, Master Roshi.
I point
Okay.
at Valnar and say, "Watch my tail."
Valnar immediately would like to do a perception check for a tail, please.
Well, as you all get back together, something does happen. One of the doors on your left bursts open, and there's bright lights and sounds coming out of it. And after a moment, after your eyes adjust, you look in there, and what you see is a rave. Just a straight up rave. Like there's like people going in there with glow sticks and everything. There is a dude standing up on a balcony with a friggin' turntable with two massive speakers that look steampunk in style, and he's got this glowing mask of like someone with like fangs. And is just going with the group, just like, yeah. Actually, the four people. Okay, the four people that are here, you all kind of after a moment go, wait a minute, we've seen this before, and it is the dance party room from before.
Oh yeah.
But it seems to have been updated now, past a Victorian style ball to a rave.
I look back at Vandalin and see if we're dealing with a Party Source Rex situation again.
He's already going.
I'm starting to dance. Can I have taught corrosion facts to Pop and Lock?
Absolutely. And actually,
Can I facilitate that?
As
by,
you two start going with it, you actually see some specific movement in the crowd, and there's somebody that's walking through it with the glow sticks and everything, and just partying it up. And out of the crowd walks Driftwood, and he's just like, yeah, woo! Yeah. And then he sees you all through the doorway. He's like, hey, wait a minute, I was looking for you guys, wasn't I?
We don't know. You
I
said
don't
this
know
in
either.
here.
Hang on a second. And he just keeps dancing his way towards y'all. and he goes through the door. The door slams shut behind him. The music stops. And he's just like, hey guys, how's it going?
Hi, and you are?
I was the guy from the front, the guy that brought you here, big beard, you know.
Right, yes.
He's the one who thought you were
I
so
remember.
cool. You had
Yeah.
to also come along.
Yeah. So super
points
cool.
up, points down, because the kidnapping part. What's up?
Yeah.
I found a way in here. A little back door that she didn't know about. And I was like, hey, why don't I just go in there and, like, help him? And so I did. But then I realized I don't know where y'all are, even though I teleported you here. This place is weird. But I found you. Good news. I know where the manager's office is. I cannot stop dancing. I'm starting to worry. Should I see a doctor?
Possibly.
I don't know. This is.
Sort of
Here,
infectious.
let me
It
help.
feels good too.
I mean, if it feels good,
Is it weird?
yes,
No,
but if it
this
feels
is
good,
great.
then it's probably okay. I mean,
Okay.
I am a doctor.
don't even know if this is
Could
the
be
right thing.
awful
Is this what you
things
do
to
with your
say.
hands?
I mean, I'm
no,
a doctor, not a bard. I can't help you
Okay.
with
Okay.
that.
Well, I'm gonna get you guys to the manager's office. Okay.
All right.
Whew, this is getting tiring. This is me, Trevor, talking. Woo!
Vandalin has been pumping prestidigitation to play the exact keep the track.
Yeah,
going
no, he's just like, oh yeah, no, there we go, yeah.
Stong uses animate objects to animate like 10 glow sticks to be like dancing around him.
He's like, okay, hang on, I gotta do the ritual. Hang on real sec. And then he just starts doing the freaking like orange backpack kid dance, like the Fortnite dance. He's like, okay, hang on, almost done. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right, here we go. Boom, and you all bright flash of light again.
Not again.
And everything is suddenly much quieter. And you hear the ticking of like an old grandfather clock that none of your characters would probably have seen, but you totally have. And as your vision starts to come back once again, this familiar feeling that you just had a little bit ago, you find yourself in a very nice office. It's got, you know, like the nice dark wood crown molding, kind of tan walls, bookshelves full of books. There is a mahogany desk towards the center of it. And beyond that desk, one of the bookshelves is actually opened like a door. And in there is a short hallway that that's lit up, and you can see at the other end of it is a large vault. Sitting at the desk is a woman in a black business suit looking thing. Very stylish. She has white hair that's done up into a bun, and she has a pair of small pink spectacles on her face. Uthal, you instantly recognize this as Mrs. Fox.
Oh, Mrs. Fox.
and she...
I will just ask real quick, now that we're in this new space with my amazing true sight perception of amazingness, is there anything else?
Let's see.
Tell me everything.
One of the weirdest things is you don't see, like, there's a door, you don't see anything past it. But strangest of all, that vault door is blocking your sight.
Oh, magic.
You see it as an extremely solid piece of material in your sight.
That is a serious vault.
And Mrs. Fox, again, her feet up on the desk, just kind of like going back and forth in the chair like this. And she's just like, am I the asshole? Like, am I the asshole for doing this?
Depends on what you did.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you have any
I
cookies?
don't think so. What did you do exactly?
She leans forward and puts her hand on the desk like this, and she goes, okay, I've heard you all wanting context, so I'll give you a bit of context. Me and Mr. Fox are old, very old, cosmically old. I don't remember how old we are, but all I know, she smiles, like, thank you. You're going to get a cookie later.
Wait, I want a cookie.
Don't worry, I already packed your bag. But we ran this hotel, and we didn't really know why. It was just what was here and what we did. We helped people, we helped gods, we did whatever we seemed we wanted to do. And I got bored with that. I got really bored with that. It's really boring after, you know, several 100,000 years. And so I started looking into things, started doing my own research, and I found out, check this out, there's other universes besides this one that you're in right now. And not just like other planes, because I know most of you have been to other planes, Avernus and whatnot. This is a whole other universe. In other words, another Avernus, another Faerun.
Interesting.
Oh.
And
that could be useful. It's very confusing.
It was very interesting and very strange. And so that's why I wanted to look into it more. And the strangest thing that happened at the beginning was the realization that Mr. Fox and I don't exist in those other universes. We exist here, but we don't exist there. There are others. There's other places and other people that exist all throughout those, but there's a few who don't. They're only in specific universes. And that was very strange. So I wanted to go check them out. But it takes a lot of power to go through another universe. Even me, an ancient being of couldn't really do it that well. So I found a way, specifically with those people that were like Mr. Fox and I, that didn't exist in other places. I called them the unparalleled because they didn't have a parallel version of themselves.
Makes sense.
I found that
There
if
you go.
I took their soul, still connected to it, took their soul and placed it in another universe, it connected them. They could suddenly be traveled between.
Did they opt into this?
Oh, yes,
procedure?
that was very important.
Okay.
Most of the time, what I would do is I would find people like yourselves, adventurers, heroes. Look at you all, you're heroes. But sometimes heroes get into bigger problems than they can solve. Or Kira, I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Oh yeah.
Uthal, you are the definition of that. And so I would present myself and offer them help in these situations, something that they just couldn't get themselves or couldn't overcome on their own. And I would offer to help them with that in exchange for their soul. So I did that, and I connected bunches and bunches of universes. I've seen things that are just absolutely wild, differences in these places that because one person didn't exist there, something else happened. I've seen places where Tiamat rules all of Faerun. I've seen places where Zariel overtook Asmodeus. I've seen it all. But what I haven't seen, and she points at that vault, is that. When this hotel broke down last time, which 4 of you, I've been told, were here for, it caused this little break in the universe, this little bit of magic that was going on, and I had a memory that I'd never seen before, and that's not normal for me. I saw myself standing in front of that vault right there, just as it closed, bright light behind it, shutting it off, and then suddenly I felt like I had forgotten something.
Ooh.
I mean, that sounds like a metaphor to me. That totally, have you seen a psychologist? Because that's very clearly a metaphor.
And Mrs. Fox goes, if I was a life coach, it would probably be great, but I'm not. Instead, I'm an eternal being with a question.
Do you think
I'm getting
somebody
from this-
wiped your memory? Sorry.
Oh, no.
Yes. I don't know if it was Mr. Fox. I do remember turning and looking at him and him looking very sad. But he was here. So I was very angry with him because I remember something I don't know, and then there's something I don't know more. So I want to know what's in that vault. I want to open it.
Can you just open the door?
That's what I've been working on this whole time, and literally all it would take now is a little turn of that wheel. But I'm kind of stuck here because it feels weird. And again, I'm sitting here asking myself, am I the asshole?
Like, if you want, I'll open it for you.
Yeah, we got
Just tell me where to turn it.
Mrs. Fox goes, you know what? That seems very appropriate.
That's what I
Spin
thought,
that
too.
wheel. It'll open.
All right. When I go up, I'm going to spin the wheel.
I would suggest everyone else step back.
Yeah.
I want to stand back from this.
To this guy.
This is
Kira, what were you gonna do?
professional.
Real quick, can I offer another suggestion on top of that? I mean, I'm all for opening up memory vaults of danger and death. If someone did futz with your memory, I might be able to fix it. Maybe if you remember what's behind there and then you realize it's the bad thing.
She smiles and she says, Orkira, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you saying that. However, I am an eternal being. I have tried. I didn't just come here straight away. I tried a lot of things in a lot of different places, and none of it worked. I think the only way to know is what's in there.
Spin that wheel!
Oh my God,
I
St.
immediately
James,
attack Uthal.
you're actually doing a spin it to win it.
I'm spinning to win, boys.
Okay.
And gals, everyone.
So you spin that vault wheel and it spins. It's going like faster than the Wheel of Fortune.
I'm
And
yelling
you
Wheel of Fortune.
and
This is better than a deck of many things.
I know, right?
That is my
and
favorite.
you all
joke.
start hearing loud metal like chunk, these locks undoing themselves all throughout the door itself, all throughout the room itself. And slowly, as the wheel's still turning, you see the door start to move a little bit. And it slowly opens, and there is this bright light inside. And Mrs. Fox is leaning across the desk looking down the way. And Uthal, you are the first to see it. there is what looks like a plane of bright white light. Like it the only reason you know it's a plane is because there are people there.
Huh.
And they are now running towards you.
Oh no.
And as they get closer, you very distinctly see several faces of Mrs. Fox all over these people.
Force cage.
Guys,
and
Wait, you took force cage? I took force cage.
I mean, we can both force cage this.
Double force cage.
Double
Yeah.
force cage. All right.
Cage in a
What-
cage.
so
hey guys,
you,
I found the rest of the Mrs. Foxes. And I
so
pull out my
you all,
swords.
There
you
was
all,
others.
you all go to cast your spells, and Uthal, what you see is several of these Mrs. Foxes as they're running snap their fingers, and you all feel that magic stop. And
Close the door.
Magic.
Uthal, you feel all of you hear a oh shit, and Uthal, you feel a hand on the back of your neck pull you back, and you all see Mrs. Fox drag him out of there and kind of like usher you all into a group as she's standing between you and her. And, or I should say hers. Yes. And they come out of this vault, all different types of Mrs. Foxes. There's one that looks like they've been through a post-apocalyptic era. There's one that looks like it's made out of green vines. There's another one standing at the front that her skin seems to be a moving space of galaxies and stars.
Oh.
And at her chest is this bright point of light. And Mrs. Fox, we'll call her Fox Prime for right now. Fox Prime just goes, "Oh no, I remember."
What?
It's a great time to remember. Let's do this.
She goes, "I have to get you out of here," and she snaps her fingers, and you see her start to waver, and you see the wavering happening around you as well. And that one at the front, the one whose skin is made of stars and galaxies, reaches out her hand, and it all stops around all of you, and you see Mrs. Fox with this just pale white expression and wide eyes as she starts to vanish away, and she goes, "I'm sorry," and she's gone.
Oh.
Oh no.
And
Bad?
the Mrs. Fox,
It'll be fine. Let's go.
Did this happen last time?
all of them are now standing there just still looking at you, and the one made of stars smirks a bit, and she goes, "What a nice time to end a universe."
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden all the other foxes start blinking out of existence. They just start vanishing, just little blips of light that suddenly there was a form there and it's not anymore. And all that is left is the one made of stars. And she says, "I'm going to rip this hotel apart piece by piece."
Point of clarification. So only Mrs. Fox's, no Mr. Fox.
Only Mrs. Fox's.
Interesting.
Now there's just one.
Yep.
Hey, why?
Did she bring any cookies?
She looks at you and
Priorities.
tilts her head and she goes, "Because it's fun." And then she starts to change.
Oh no.
And the whole room around you all starts to shake. And I actually need you all to make dex saving throws as I grab my book.
Oh, I have advantage on dex saving throws.
Me too!
I rolled a 20.
Oh,
Nice.
I rolled a natural 22, so I got
Oh,
22.
man.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20 buddies,
26 total.
High five through the screen.
I
Team
rolled an
dexterous.
advantage and got a 9, so I'm
Oh my
going to
goodness.
use Indomitable and re-roll that.
16 for the bronze wizard.
okay. Essentially,
Ooh, 24.
I got a 25.
okay. If you rolled under 18, you failed.
I got a 25.
So is that just Jeremy and Rhiannon? Anybody-
Yes. I believe so.
So what did Stong get?
26.
Jesus. Yeah, so Vandalin and Artemisia hit the ground as the place starts just shaking violently. And as I said,
Even though she's floating.
yes, actually.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You actually, all of you feel this weird, like, it wasn't quite the ground that was shaking that was making you make that dex save. It felt like suddenly the air was heavier on you and trying to move you.
Does corrosion facts help me with this in any way? Because I'm currently on a horse.
You fall onto corrosion facts. My God, is this the right book? It's not the right book. That would explain why I couldn't find the thing. It was the wrong book. Well, I'm sitting here like, I know it's around here.
While you grab the right book, can I also take a quick look? Our Mrs. Fox Prime, did she leave, or is there anything left of her? Or
you would estimate that was teleportation.
Okay.
And she was trying to
destroyed. She
was trying to take you all with her. And that starry one stopped you.
So you're
But
saying
she teleported away. It's not like she died. Okay.
Yes, she teleported away.
Okay.
So this whole room starts shaking to the point that it starts cracking apart. And it suddenly, just in a burst, pieces of this office break away from each other. Each of you on your own piece, as it kind of expands out into space. And this Mrs. Fox in the center changes, and you see wings fold out of her back, still made of stars, and you see this point of light in her chest growing brighter and brighter, and she takes on the form of what looks like a moving dragon made of stars.
Of course, it's a dragon.
For everyone that is watching, sorry if I do end up putting this up as a podcast for not being able to see this is what you all see.
Total Beast, good book.
Yeah.
This universe is done for. We should all just leave.
You just call it a wash. She did say there's other ones.
Yeah, let's go find another one. Set up home.
You guys, let's just kill her.
Is it too late to get Mr. Fox to apologize?
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of game mechanics here, so you all know. So this void dragon is at the center of where the office was. This office has broken apart, kind of in an orb around her. If you want to move anywhere on here, you're gonna make either an athletics or an acrobatics check to kind of jump to another area, because you feel that the gravity isn't quite working the same way here. Question?
For those of us who are flying or have wings.
You will still make it at an easier difficulty, but like I said, gravity's weird right now.
Your thing.
And so yeah, this void dragon is at its center, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. Should have done that earlier, but I was too focused on where this damn book was.
Hey.
Oh, come on now.
That's not the sound you want to hear.
Never wrote so well in initiative.
That's the worst I've rolled.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. All right, well, Valnar, what'd you get?
I'd say 4. It was a nat 1.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. I can just sit this one out.
Cecilia?
I'll just
6.
Take a seat.
Okay. Vandalin?
Also a 6.
Oh,
wow, we are coming in hot today, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're just gonna let those guys go first and get the lay of the land.
Yeah.
See if they find anything out.
Yeah.
Like where the
Artemisia,
other
what'd you get?
universe door is.
12.
I thought that was low, but
We're slowly progressing. We're slowly
Uthal.
progressing up.
24.
Yeah, there it
Nice.
is. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Orkira
18.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes.
and
Respectable.
Stong.
11.
11. All right, first up is Uthal. We're gonna essentially, instead of doing feet and whatnot, because it's space, we're gonna say that basically moving one area, because gravity doesn't work so well, you can move in a direction. You can tell me how far you want to go, like kind of quadrant wise. Think of this kind of like, there's a bottom left quadrant, bottom right quadrant. So we'll kind of go like that. Or you can just say, I just want to get up to the dragon.
Yeah.
Or you can say, I want to get away from the dragon.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
So I'm going to yell.
Okay.
Star Fox, where are my cookies?
I
then I'm gonna
literally
jump
called her
straight
Star
at her.
Fox in my outline.
I'd
Okay.
like to jump at her, and because she hasn't moved yet or attacked, I'm getting a sneak attack.
Yeah, you are.
Uthal, do a barrel roll.
I'll spin in space. I'll barrel
Yes,
in
do it.
space. Doing that,
Go.
and I'll roll my attack. All right,
Please
really
hit.
close. I got a 19
Okay.
plus 11,
Yup. I already knew that was gonna hit.
so 30. I think. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And that's going to be 77, which I don't have the dice for, so I'll just roll in here. Plus a D8.
Okay.
31 plus 6, 37.
37.
Head over 37 points of damage. And then I'll, in my barrel roll backwards and attack her with the next attack. This is
Okay.
D8 plus 3.
He did a barrel roll.
He did a barrel roll.
Oh,
Did you crit?
I did.
God.
Unfortunately, I really hoped I crit on the last one.
Okay, so max damage plus a die roll.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't get the sneak attack on this one.
It's okay.
I
There's other sneak attacks.
know. I'll get a sneak attack later.
Okay.
So D8, so 8 plus 3, 11 plus another D8. That's a 1. Nope, I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wait, no, I also get another damage dice because I have Piercer. Okay, hold on. So 2 D8s.
Hey.
Okay, so 16 plus 3, 19.
So 9 plus 3 is 12 plus whatever the last number was.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so Uthal does a barrel roll, flies through space, and lands into this void dragon. And yeah, you see your rapiers go, like, again, it looks like there's just space there, but when you plunge your rapier in there, it's like this ripple of space that moves across her body as you stab her. And you just hear this kind of ominous groan and roar from everywhere when you do that.
I'm just going to yell at everyone in the back. You guys, she feels pain.
Okay. Yeah. So here's what's gonna happen. She, because she rolled really high for her initiative, is up next, and I mean, y'all are right there.
Oh, crap.
She is going to use Stellar Flare Breath.
Damn.
So she kind of
That's
opens
not
up like
good.
this, like that image where she has light coming from her hands, her chest, and her mouth, and they all start to glow intensely, and the beams just shoot out of there at you all. Because this is actually like a whole area of effect. So I need everyone
do this, Trevor.
It's
Just
not
so
a
you don't have
spell,
to.
right?
I need it is not a spell. I need a deck save from everyone, even Uthal.
Still have an advantage on that one. Also, I
Oh.
forgot to use the Rapier of Life Stealing for that second attack, which is a crit. But I
Oh, I rolled the wrong
I
thing.
missed
Hold
it.
on. That was a strength.
That's a
What?
crit.
That's crit.
Go.
Nice.
Nice.
Always succeeds.
Yes.
Oh, I got a crit too again.
Hey.
Woo! Crit buddies.
I got a natural failure. I got a 1. So I got the
Oh,
opposite.
no.
So got a 1.
So
yes!
2 crits, 2 1s.
and I got a 12.
Then a
Okay.
15.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I'm still
So,
excited for you guys for your rolls.
Thank you. I'm
okay,
excited for you and your role.
I believe everyone that didn't crit failed.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Man.
Okay.
Oh,
Fine, it's
no,
fine.
oh, no.
Okay, so y'all are going to take 25 fire damage.
I am immune to fire damage.
Cool, then
I
you'll
take
take
half.
then you'll take
Jealous.
25 radiant damage as
That-
well.
That I will take.
So is that 50, which is halved for those who
Yes.
succeeded?
If those who succeeded, that's half. So just half of both of those, or just 25 if you're not
25.
immune.
Can I
I'm not
have
immune.
that with dodge too?
Uncanny dodge. Yes.
You can have
evasion,
one of
don't you?
them. One
Do you have
damage source.
evasion?
What was the total of the damage for those of us that don't have any?
50.
Thank you.
Okay.
My armor
So-
shatters and
Doesn't Space Uthal have
Million
evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
Which
he
means if you succeed, you just take nothing.
take
Mhm.
nothing.
Oh,
right,
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
because I
You
have
crit. Yeah, no,
dexterity.
you don't take anything.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
You were stabbing into that glowing part. You're like, I don't like the look of that. And you just kind of move to the side.
You just shot past it. I'm like, oh. Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
you're just
watch
like,
out.
you got this, friends.
Okay, and David's dead.
David, no.
Well,
No.
okay, technically David is a fae spirit, so he just pops like a bubble and goes back to the Feywild.
Valnar's
like,
raging.
"Peace out."
There's another
We are all
thing that occurred.
pissed.
No matter what, I can't get a 25 on a con save, which means my concentration is broken. Which means that I'm currently sitting astride.
Oh no.
So, yeah,
Launch that purple worm at the dragon.
the horse is fucking. My bad. Is decimated.
there it
I got the one. I got the
Oh.
one.
There it is.
It is decimated, and now in this another bright flash of light, Valadin is on top of a giant purple worm.
Oh no! It's the consequences of our actions.
Space. In space,
Hey.
you're riding the mighty space worm.
Oh, nice.
So
You
I
are the
have
Muad'Dib.
one thing. I have
Starts
a power called Misty Escape, where if I take damage, I can teleport 60 feet and turn invisible.
Okay.
Can I get up close to the dragon?
Yes.
Okay, so she can't see me.
Okay. Yeah. No. You. you just.
Type F in chat to mourn David. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we, let's get some F's for David in there. Okay. So yeah, that was her turn. Or Kira, you're next.
Ow! Of course I had to fight a dragon. Okay, for my
Oh yeah, I
bo-
forgot Kira hates dragons.
so much hatred. Okay, for my bonus action, and if I need to move a little bit to do this, I will. She'll grab her holy symbol, which is the book that has been sitting at her side, and from her holy symbol, as a bonus action, she's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Ooh.
And she's gonna do that at a pretty high level because people are hurt. Mass
I
healing.
feel so
word.
safe with you around.
Don't say that until we're out of this fight. So she'll do that at 6th level. So mass healing word. There it is. Okay. So anybody who took damage, it's only 15, but you get 15 health back.
Hey, that's not even
I'll
back up
take it.
full.
That
I'll take it.
will help me. And then the other, so that's her bonus action from the book.
It's a
And then
bonus.
because I've got charges on my book.
Mm-hmm.
And then as an action, also from the book, she's gonna go, all right, well, at least I can help with the fire. And she's gonna activate one of her channel divinities, which is Explosion of Life. And so from it, a orb of fire bursts out and surrounds her and hits all of you. Everyone is now resistant to fire damage.
Hey.
Yes.
And
What if I was already resistant to fire damage? Does
you're
it mean-
still just resistant. Yeah, I
Double
don't.
resistant.
I don't stack, unfortunately. And then she's going to start giving temporary hit points. So basically, at the what it is everybody at the start of their turn gets a D8 worth of temporary hit points. They don't stack. So you all start off with 1. So at the start of everybody's turn, roll a D8, and if you get more than 1, you get that many temporary hit points.
All right.
And I'll
Nice.
try to remind everybody. And it's important
Yes.
at the start of your turn. I'm going to say it because if like things go bad, you don't want those temporary hit points.
For those
Um,
watching on Twitch at home, I've linked our characters on D&D Beyond the extension, so you can follow along and check out our
I
sheet.
should
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
keep up with that.
And silently to her god, actually not silently, out loud to her god, the Phoenix, she is going to say, I think the entire universe might be about to be destroyed. Is now the time I'm supposed to summon you? And that's all she's going to do.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that was a lot of cool stuff. So next up, we're gonna have Artemisia.
Oh man. Okay. Well, opposite of Orkia, Artemisia speaks Draconic. She has a terrible accent, but she does speak it. So she's gonna basically yell in Draconic, "Don't make me do this!" And then she's gonna upcast Chain Lightning in her 7th level slot.
Oh.
So it's
yes.
not gonna jump out, but it is gonna hit.
I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So the dex save is 18.
Okay, let's see. She got a 24.
Oh,
But she still takes half damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that total is 58 this time.
Okay, so then that halved. So what is that?
29.
29.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. Oh, I didn't finish doing my math from before. We're just gonna make that 59. So okay, let me read something real quick here. Okay, cool. Okay, so you hit her with this chain lightning that spawns from space itself and strikes her, and you can see some of it dissipate through her while others kind of just run across the stars of her skin. And she is not happy with
really
it.
like upset about it.
Oh, unfortunately, so does the Void Dragon. And she is going to use a legendary action.
oh.
I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Of course.
At least I got advantage.
Also, Artemisia, go ahead and roll
another
the
nat 20
your D8
my.
for temper
in a
damage.
row.
Lucky.
I will
The
tell you
worst
this
possible
because
times
there's.
for me to get them.
I will tell you this just because there's a lot of people. You're looking for a 21.
Oh, that's exactly what I got. I got an 18 plus 3. Oh
Nice.
my word.
So
I mean, I
I got
got-
29.
And also, I'm so glad I'm rolling with
Or
advantage. My
28.
other roll was a 1.
I don't
I
get
got a
any
1 and an
benefit.
18.
Oh wow. I don't get any benefit for being invisible, right? This is a
No, because essentially what is happening here is you see all the stars in her go dark, and she becomes this vacant black void in space as she pulls in on herself, and you feel all of the gravity around you just pulse and kind of boom, like a
this a
speaker system,
spell?
essentially. Like she shakes all of existence.
Is this a spell?
No.
No, I'm still attached with her with both of my rapiers, so I dodge this and don't get hit at all.
Whereas I rolled a 1 because I'm too busy going, dragons.
The good news is it's not that much damage. Everyone who failed takes 13 points of damage. And it says you're knocked prone, but space.
Space prone.
Yeah.
keeping in mind, they have the extra crit that was donated by Susan J. Morris for David, who's dead now. So
Oh.
we can decide as a group when that crit is important. So if you're about to die,
Say James is slowly.
Uthal would like the crit. I'm just saying. But I think Trevor said no. No, Uthal.
That's if you don't want her to die real quick.
Okay, Stong, your
Leave
turn.
some for the rest of us.
Just rolled like 3 crits in a row.
KO
I'm
crits.
very annoyed.
How far do you need them to be? I would say that he would be much closer than Uthal or Cecilia.
You can't see me anyway. I'm still invisible.
And I'm
I like
on
that
the
you kind
dragon.
of do
Every
live
time.
long and prosper
Right,
when
I
you
did a
do
little
it.
wrong.
I like it. Okay, so what are you doing to Vandalin? Bonus action.
Yeah, you're muted. Somehow.
Oh,
Yeah, people can't hear you.
We can hear him here.
We're fine.
Yeah.
Cassius says can't heat strong.
You can't heat Stong.
Stop!
He's too cold for ice.
Hello. Okay, they can hear me now. So,
Okay.
Stong wants to get close enough to Vandalin to throw a potion, and it's gonna be a potion of enlarge. And he's gonna like look Vandalin in the eyes. He's gonna say, "Teach that worm a lesson." And then he's going to like float towards him and try to high five him, and then also enhance his strength.
Love it. Tell you what, just because I know you're going to give the high five, give me either an athletics or acrobatics check to move.
Okie dokie.
Can't heat strong.
What'd you get there?
37. That is a 20.
So you
That is
perfectly
a god level high five.
Yes.
you're like one of the you're like an
killed
Olympic
Madeline.
swimmer. You're an Olympic swimmer just gliding through the void, and like you just give like a nice little, like, you know, the painting, like the two fingers, like that's you, but a high five. Okay.
Valnar's crying again.
Next up is Cecilia.
Okay, so I would like to do two things. First, I would like to use my bonus action and cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast this with the upper planes. This was sort of reskinned for my arch fae friend that I know from being a witch. And so the upper planes version is the life and hunter version. So these spectral raven wings unfold. They are dripping with blood on the edges. That's how you know they're the upper planes ones. I am now immune to radiant and necrotic damage. I have
nice.
+2 to my AC and some other stuff that is already true.
Okay.
And I can fly. And then I would like to swing my pact weapon, my great axe, at her, and I would like to use David's stored crit from before.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do
Because
it.
she killed him. And then when I hit her, I would like to smite her.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, yes.
There's a
Do
lot
it.
going on
So-
here, and I'm for it.
So you said you do full damage and then
full damage and then a die roll.
okay.
Ha.
So that is going to be 18 on that, and then does the smite gets to be full damage too? Or do I
Yes,
have
it
to
is
roll
part of the
this
attack.
smite? Okay. So then
That's why St. James always cries about the sneak attack.
Okay, where did it go? Want to double check I've got this right.
Sneak attack is great. Especially
just-
great in this system.
Just alone, sneak attack is great.
Just sneak attack. While
Okay,
they're looking at me is
so-
the best thing.
That's 1d8 of force damage and then 5d8 of being a badass.
Ooh, nice.
So that comes to 66, and then I have to roll the dice.
Oh my word.
Jeez. When did Cecilia become the anime character? My God.
I've been holding out on you guys.
Did David's death inspire you?
Yeah,
Yes.
for
Yes.
David.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And so then that is an additional.
So many additions.
Come on. Another 18. So then math. Oh, wait, don't subtract, add. Sorry.
Please add.
So that's 84
Wow.
damage. And I get to attack her a second time.
We get to
Nice.
applaud. This is an applaud
Yes,
moment,
please.
I'm sure.
Just because it's space and maybe there's a little extra power in the void. When you do this slash, like there is a massive energy beam that just goes through the dragon as you're doing it.
I would also like to say this is for David, bitch, before I hit her.
Yeah.
So the second one is a 25.
Hits.
Okay.
Why did you need to
I-
check that? That's ridiculous.
It's a void dragon.
I feel like as long as I'm here, I should probably just use my other slot to smite.
Okay.
So this one doesn't get to be maxed out, but
Unload.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, still amazing.
To be fair, there is still the Susan J. Morris crit.
that one is for, I think, someone else.
Okay.
I feel like I should share it. Okay, so that is going to do 32 damage.
Good.
Also,
Nice.
just to be sure, wait. If she's below a certain size, she's knocked prone, whatever that means. But we're in space, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, no prone here.
Space pros.
Space.
I will
Huge
say,
or- if she's huge or smaller, she's space prone now.
so as you do this slash, you do for David, and it's really badass at everything. You do see now that you look down that this dragon seems to end in a bunch of tails. You might say it's tentacles, but it's a dragon, so it's tails. And one of them whips up through the void and goes to attack you for a legendary reaction.
Oh no!
Let's see.
There's one plus to
Oh
going
no,
last.
I rolled a crit.
Oh no.
Well, I went out swinging.
Oh boy. Okay, so that is math.
What?
Now I'm the one over here doing math. Gosh darn it.
It's the one
Welcome
advantage
to
of
the
going
math
last is the
stream.
dragon doesn't really know you're there yet.
That is 31 points of damage.
Okay, that didn't feel good. Was any of it fire or radiant, or is it just
No, it was
tail damage?
all bludgeoning.
Okay, I don't have an immunity to that, so.
Now it is Vandalin's turn.
Yes!
On top of a mighty space worm.
Oh my word! The
Okay.
space worm.
and because of the positioning, you're actually a little further back, and this space worm turns its head back to look at you.
Oh no!
And there's just this massive maw in front of you, and it just gives you a little nod.
Yes!
It just goes
Love
back
it.
to where it was.
I
so
would
beautiful.
I'd like to scoot forward and say, I shall never fear with you at my side. Corrosion facts. Pour the potion of enlargement down the purple worm's throat.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and then does it growing get me any closer? Like just sitting on its
Yes,
head
of course it does.
as I shoot towards this thing.
This
I would
thing's
like-
already categorized as gargantuan. And you're like, but you could be a little bigger. So
Now galactic sized.
no, I'm gonna say this thing is now the size of the worm from Dune. If y'all saw the new movie, that's the size of this worm. With
The
a
worm got
tiny
big.
little wizard on top of it.
With that here, I will not fear.
Yeah,
then-
fear's the mind killer, man. Okay. Good lord. Are you wanting to attack with the purple?
Yes. I would like to nudge its sides with my ankles and say, onward, corrosion facts. And then I'm going to reach up, and I've been waiting to do this. Am I within? I'm right up. Next
Oh,
to
you're
the
gonna,
void
yeah,
dragon?
you're gonna get an attack. This thing's
Okay.
charging and going, and it's
Then I
good.
would like to, as it's like charging forward, reach up to my necklace of fireballs, pull off every single bead, and toss them straight into the.
Nice.
So that's going to be I don't. That's a DC 15.
You throw
dex
the
save.
entire necklace of fireballs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not now. When?
Okay.
Exactly. The universe is on the line.
Several
This
things
one,
happen.
anyway.
Several things happen at once. A sentence I love saying in an RPG and hate reading in a book. You throw this necklace of fireballs, and it you put more momentum into it. It shoots past this worm, collides into. You know what? For funsies, I'm gonna roll to see. Actually, you know what's funny? There's more things on there than she has legendary resistances.
Oh, nice.
Because there's, I think, 6? Or there's 6 beads
I
on
think
there?
I think it's 8.
Is it?
Oh, well then, I mean,
Okay, so here's what happens. Yeah, you throw this necklace of fireballs, and it flies through the void, hits this dragon, and just boom, 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 just massive explosions. Cecilia and Uthal are thrown back through space, and this giant purple space worm goes roaring into the fire, like through the fire and flames. It just collides with the chest of this dragon. And you know what? I'm gonna do some math, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see. This thing's normal bite does 22 damage, and it has increased a range band. Okay, so that is that.
Meanwhile, Orkira is giving Vandalin anime eyes because of all of the fire that just happened.
And
Valnar is sat at the back eating popcorn.
there's like 6 level
Uthal's just flying.
fireballs on there.
Vandalin starts singing "Jump into the Fire" by Harry Nilsson. Just
You can climb the mountain. You can swim the
So-
sea. You can jump into the fire. This dragon will never be free.
To set the world
World on fire.
And then I just stop.
Okay, I did the math. So yeah, explosions, worm goes straight through, and you hear this massive crunch, and reality shakes around all of you as this space worm chews through the chest of a void dragon, propelled by the explosions of a freaking necklace of fireballs, and you go through the void dragon.
That was an amazing sentence you just said.
look at the explosion as I pass through. Just behind me.
You will let the void dragon pass through you, and when you look back, only you and your space worm remain.
And with that, when that happens, there is reality starts to shake, and you see all of the parts of the office vibrating and pulling themselves back. And in an instant, boom, the office is back. You all are back. And then there's another bright flash of light, and you're all in the desert again, just as Mr. Fox is closing the door behind where you just came from.
DM, as it was my turn next, can Valnar appear like, ah!
Absolutely. For David! And the massive
Okay, good.
the massive space worm is now digging its way into the dirt to like just kind of sit there. And Mr. Fox is like, okay, got a handle on that. And then he looks back at all you. Oh my God! What is that?
I'm like laying on the ground, just job's done.
Did you lie to your wife?
What?
We're paying.
What?
Did you wipe her memory?
Oh
About
no,
the
she
vault
found the
full
vault.
of yeah.
Oh,
She found the vault.
no.
You
I
are in the
opened it.
doghouse, mister.
He leans against that door and just kind of slides down into the sand, like wide-eyed. And he's like, "Did she open it?"
Yeah.
Someone opened it.
I'm laying on the ground, still raising my hand. I did.
Oh, that's not good. No, I didn't lie to her. She didn't want to remember. Okay, this is really bad. Oh, and she connected all of the, okay.
Well, here's what we've learned. Forgetting things sucks. Leave a sign. You always leave a sign when you're going to put bad things in a
Just like a
place
sticky note.
You know what? I will,
with instructions.
I will remember
bad
that.
thing in here. No
Yeah,
one ever wants to
don't-
leave like a sign or something.
So, my wife, my lovely, lovely wife, at one point was going to end all of existence everywhere, in every world, in every plane, in every universe.
That's what it said.
And
Yeah,
Maybe
was
I'll
that Star
try.
Fox?
Mrs. Fox, my wife, turned against them. And I helped her contain them, but she didn't want to remember the things they did that she did. And now they're out, and I told her to not connect the freaking universes. So here's the thing, real quick. Y'all are not from the same universe. He points at the Dungeon Scrawlers and Arkira. Y'all are from one universe. Points at Vandalin and Valnar. You two are from a different universe. Uthal,
Are we from the same universe?
Yeah, well, sort of. It's weird.
I turn around with tears in my eyes. Oh, yes.
Uthal, you are from this
I
universe.
swing Valnar back onto corrosion packs with me.
We're astride the purple worm.
Yeah.
I've got my arm around his waist.
You've somehow made a little effigy of David. But yeah, he points at Uthal and says, "You're from this universe."
I'm on the ground, still just raising my arms. Uthal Prime!
Uthal Prime. That's how I was able to. That's how you all are able to interact, though. Your universes have been connected by my wife. I don't know by who or what soul she used to do it, but they're connected
I
now.
have two souls that I probably know of. They're both really good friends.
Yeah.
We had no intention of giving them back, though.
But the big problem is all of your universes are in danger now. Every single one of them. If the vault is open and all of them are out, they're going to start going through all of the connected universes and they're going to start meddling in things.
Good lords, man. You just need to talk to your wife.
No, she's fine now. I hope. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I do need to find her.
I feel like
Yes, it's the marriage that's the issue, not individuals. It's the pair of you, and now the universe. Would you mind if we sponsored some therapy?
I like this idea.
And then when we
we
fix
could set up some
everything,
safeguards.
I'll chip in 10 gold.
A sign too.
I will remember
Maybe
the
a
sign.
safe word.
like a word for your safe.
Yeah.
Several words on a sign.
Specifically,
Which is really
No, the
specific
word is
about your
no.
feelings.
For you, safe.
Do we still have the second crit that Susan bought for
Yes.
David?
Oh.
Can we use that to like tell him what to do?
I have a
Hey,
plus 15 to
perfect
persuade
therapy.
you.
Yes.
Can I get
Oh.
can I roll that for a 35 to persuade him to get therapy?
I was also going to make a really ridiculous suggestion.
Okay, I love it.
Although I love this
Already.
too. You know, no, go for this. Go for this. I love the persuasion. Go for it.
Wait, could you convince them to go see the people that Treavor is on Champions of Psychology with?
I love that too.
I mean, it's probably in one of the doors.
Can I use the crit to
Use the
to go
crit.
see-
Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
Crit.
Yeah.
the crits.
So yeah, you critically succeed, and as we are running on B. Dave Walters rules, that always succeeds. Yeah. No. The Mr. Fox is like therapy. Yeah. There's got to be like a god therapy, right? Like a therapy of God or a god of therapy. Is that a thing? Everything's in danger. Oh God.
Yeah, if you wanna do like a role play thing and pretend like I'm your wife, you can talk to me and I can talk back to you. Hold on, and I tip my hat and I turn into an 8-foot tall version of Miss Fox.
And he goes, that's very weird, but actually, these were out here when you all came back, and it's a little bag of Mrs. Fox cookies.
Oh yeah, freaking yeah! And I just open them, start eating them. Like, oh yeah.
Are there enough for everybody or just Uthal?
Yes, there's enough for everyone, and also it is all. Whenever you bite into it, it is all of your personal favorite cookies, exactly the way you've ever wanted them to be made.
I'm just handing out
This
cookies
tastes
to
just like
everyone.
chalk. I love it.
Chili snail cookies.
So
Just a tiny, like, selfish question.
mhm.
When we fought, first of all, how big is the Void Dragon? Like, what size category?
I think you said gargantuan.
yeah, I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's gargantuan.
Balls. I need a huge thing. I need ribs out of a huge monster for a thing. I just figured maybe I could take it from here.
That's
can I have
fair.
a
I don't know.
Ted
Maybe
to
the
mount?
gargantuan's enough. Can I just take her ribs? Is that okay? Is that gross?
Sure, do it. I love it.
No,
Okay.
not a fool.
Can I take its head to mount? Like in a fine spirits?
It is gargantuan. Her skull's the size of a
Stop
fine
you,
spirits. You could.
But like she's maybe tearing up a little bit because it was so beautiful and it was evil and we had to kill it.
You're gonna look at Orkia and be
So-
like, she kind of has a thing for dragons. Like,
Oh, well,
We
that's
should
fine.
probably not hang out anymore then, because that's this is gonna go south real fast. Yeah.
Yeah, as a like a nice little in memory of her, I'm gonna create a fine spirits out of her skull, so we can just
hey.
there you go. We can go visit her.
Mr.
In this
Fox will
place.
take care of that for you.
Yeah.
How are you set for performers for Fine Spirits? Do you need some live music and displays of amazingness?
Mr.
Yeah,
Fox
all the
points out
time.
again that
Because I
would
have several clients who I think would be very interested.
Yeah,
they're
no,
in the
come on
wrong
in.
universe though.
I mean, you had no trouble bopping us up here for every little thing. I feel like you could
Well-
just fold this into the compensation package.
Yeah, we can fill out a contract for them to just send them over here when they're needed.
Actually, you know what? Mr. Fox goes, I haven't, you all actually have an IOU. And he snaps his fingers. Your tattoos now allow you to teleport to each other through the universes.
Whoa.
I want to show up randomly.
DM, approving.
I'm gonna bust into everyone's D&D sessions.
Okay.
Mr. Manager, one quick thing.
Yep.
Me and Vandal are from the same universe. I've noticed Vanda now has a purple worm. I would quite like a purple worm as well, if I may. Is there a chance I could get a purple
teleport
worm?
between universes.
Can I roll a persuasion check at least?
Go for it.
Also,
Okay,
did the
cool.
purple
I'm
worm-
gonna use my finger guns crit from earlier and get a purple worm.
Nice.
Also, please tell me both purple
Nice.
worms will have that same tattoo.
So
my God.
here's the thing. Here's what happens. You give him the finger guns, and he's just like, "What is that supposed?" And then he looks to his left, and that dude Joe Schmo is like, "Come on," and he's like, "All right, Joe, yeah, all right." Snaps his fingers, and a baby purple worm falls into your hands.
Oh, I put a beard and hat on the baby.
What
And
are
I
you
give it-
going to name it?
I give it a tiny samurai sword to hold in its tail.
I love that you had the purple worm-sized hat. You had the purple worm-sized sword, like ready to go. That's
always
impressive.
ready. Always ready.
Mr. Fox goes, "Okay, I'm really sorry to rush you out of here, but I have problems now, like we all do. I'm going to send you back to where you were." Looks at the purple worm, maybe not quite where you were. By the way, do you two just want to be teleported to the same place now?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
Along with our worms.
All right. Well, y'all have a great rest of existence. I hope it doesn't go bad. Bye. And he snaps his
So-
fingers.
Right
Bright
before he
lights.
snaps,
Oh.
Stong wants to look at Artemisia, and he just goes, "I'm really not sure what lesson I learned here. Who was the asshole in the end?"
We were
It's the friends you made along the way.
Yeah. It's the
lesson
assholes we
is-
made along the way.
The lesson is
Real
always
asshole was
put a
inside of us all
sign.
along.
Always put a sign. So yeah, that is marriage, the multiverse, and everything. Also, as a little bit of an explanation, the whole thing about the unparalleled, every person watching this has an unparalleled. It's an in-world explanation for player characters.
Amazing.
Oh, nice.
Love that.
So I just thought
That was amazing, Trevor.
Yeah, tremendous
Thank
fun.
you. So I
Good timing.
added a new title for Uthal from this session.
Yeah, excellent.
God.
Universal
Excellent.
Hero.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. I know we got to start wrapping things up. We're a little over time right now, but do we want to do outros again, or what shall we do?
Do some outros, and then we'll do the drawing and the
Yes.
where we are in the money thing.
Let's do that. We'll do this way. Lauren, who are you?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as Obo Lauren. And yay, that was fun. Thank you.
You're
glad
in
you had
Heroes of
fun.
the Plains, right?
I'm in Heroes of the Plains, which is on
Watch Heroes of the
Tuesdays. If you want to see Orkira in two different places, Heroes of the Plains is on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific, and then on D4 on Sundays. In fact, tomorrow D4 is doing their big Extra Life marathon of joy and funness, and I will be playing Orkira over there. Who won't remember this because this is future Orkira. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was gonna actually do a thing where I said that Orkira, you were a strange one because you were unparalleled, but now there's two of you.
I mean, this wouldn't actually be the first time. But
Rhiannon, who are you?
Hey, Rhiannon Held, write urban fantasy, write space opera under RZ Held. Check out my books, Twitter at Rhiannon Held. And I play in Dungeon Scrawlers, our Wednesday night game, 6:30 Pacific, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Starting right after this.
Jeremy, who are you?
I'm Jeremy Cobb. I'm 1/3 of 3 Black Halflings. You can find me on Twitter, Jeremy Cobb 1. And if you want to go check out 3 Black Halflings, go do that. It's a podcast. A lot of
Please
fun.
go do that.
We have an actual play show it's recently coming out and it's still coming out called Outlaws and Obelisks. It's a lot of fun.
Rules.
Yeah.
Jasper, who are you?
I'm Jasper William Cartwright. You can follow me on Twitter at JW_Cartwright. Please do check out 3 Black Halflings. And if you want to see me do a DMing thing, you can check out I was the first guest DM on NADPod. I'm going to ride that wave for a long time.
Yeah,
so,
you were.
So go check that out. That was super fun. And yeah, please do check out Outlaws and Obelisks. I play a gunslinger, and he's also very, very cool, just like Valnar. So, you know.
I'm going
And I
by
DM.
Yes.
Jeremy DMing is always a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going in the way you are on here. St. James, who are you?
Kyle St. James. You can find me on the Twitter at Kyle St. James. No periods or anything. Do podcasts, Other Side of Suspicion with Trevor. We talk about ghosts and such. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm pretty funny, I've heard. So yeah,
He's also very, very humble.
very humble, humbler than pie.
I'm going to go before Aaron and Yang because they have things to talk about and say. I am Treavor Bettis. I was running this game, in case you didn't notice. I am the community manager for Owl Champions of the Forgotten Realms, host of way too many podcasts, 2 of which I'm on with Aaron, 1 of which I'm on with St. James. And I've actually, you know what? I need to get Yang on a podcast. He's the only person in this Zoom call I have not been on a podcast with. You can find those all on my Twitter account, @TheTrevor. There's an A hiding in there. Aaron, Yang, do your thing.
Aaron, would you like to go first?
Sure. I'm Aaron M. Evans. You can find me on Twitter @Aaron M. Evans. You can watch me on Dungeon Scrawlers right after this. You may have noticed we are doing our Day of Gaming for Extra Life. We are raising money to support Children's Miracle Network. You can see in the middle right there, we are, let me see, looks like $731 from our goal, which
So
we go until
close.
midnight. That's so close.
Nice.
If you donate, there are lots of cool incentives. One of which is if every member of the Dungeon Scrawlers kind of show makes their personal goal, we are going to give away this cool dice portfolio that you can see on the screen from Phoenix Dice. It is a
I don't know if it's this
dice
way.
portfolio.
This
I
way.
don't know either. I mirror my screen, which I know makes some people crazy, but
Crap, this way.
so wherever it is, it's the dice on your screen. You get a cool dice portfolio and 5 sets of dice of your choice from Phoenix Dice. It's very cool. And so we said we would give one of those away if half of us made our goals. That has officially happened.
Yeah.
Also during this, Randy made his goal, so we're closer. It's just me and Steven left. I am $436 from my goal because I left it from last year. So help us out. And if we get, all of us get to our goal, we will give away another one of those dice portfolios with the 5 sets of dice, plus a private one shot for you and a friend with the Dungeon Scrawlers. So please do donate. It's a wonderful cause. And there's lots of fun incentives, and you could win cool stuff too and feel good about it because you helped children.
Yes.
Yeah, support Erin's Extra Life. She's put a lot of work into this and a lot of care, so she definitely deserves it. I am Ying Yang Wang, deliriously tired writer, filmmaker, and person who is about to pick the winner of this dice giveaway.
Who's it gonna be?
Can we get a little mini drum roll, please? And 3, 2, 1. Caffeinia.
Caffeinia.
That is what I need some.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Caffeinia.
More coffee, the thing we all need.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations. I will be DMing you with redemption instructions.
Sweet.
I was like secretly hoping it was me, so I can just be like, oh,
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Boy, oh.
me.
But yeah, thank you all for getting together and doing this. This was an absolute
Yeah.
blast. I love
Thank
playing
you
with
for
all of
having
you.
us.
This is so much damn fun.
It was fun.
Caffeinia. Sorry.
Who knows? Maybe down the road we'll find another good reason to all get together and have some more wacky antics.
Extra
Adventures
Life
of the Purple Worm.
2022.
I would love nothing more than to play with all of you again. This was amazing.
Yes, please.
Yes, it'd be
And
so
then next
fun.
time there'll be 12 players.
Adding them.
I've done it.
Let's get bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's go.
I'm okay with this.
Each initiative takes like 45 minutes.
So like 4th edition, I've done this before.
You
Sure.
assume that every one of those 12 people is rolling initiative at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Right.
Well, with that, we are going to set up for the very last stream of our 24-hour Extra Life extravaganza.
Woo!
Whiskey to regulars. Calith's Tomb of Horrors.
You got this.
Our
You got this. I believe in you.
6-hour game to cap off the night.
And y'all just
Are you
came from
gonna
space, so you're fine.
survive?
Wow.
We will find out. Don't go away.
Oh,